to
I love how
exchange
everyone.
everything,
Oh,
and
that's
we like
kind of
over here. We got like handed $50 by someone. We're like, just buy food for everyone. So we're like, okay, McDonald's.
I like how everyone wanted to have sex with the Dune popcorn bucket.
Yeah, right.
I got a cup. That's what I got in my fucking
Hell yeah.
ass Happy Meal. And I bought a very expensive popcorn bucket recently, but
I'm gonna get upset if I.
yeah, we don't. It was very expensive. I'm hoping to flip it one day. We'll see.
I am prepared for the adventure.
You guys are all set.
Yeah, literally. Yep.
Let's do this.
Quick recap. Last session, the party finished clearing out the mines. They found a hallway with makeshift prisons. As they swam down the hallway, Brunir found a fellow dwarf that he recognized, saying a brief prayer before taking a pair of keys off of him. Claudia found her father after a moment of panic trying to smash the door in. Brunir aided in bashing it open. Lastly, they found Quintus and Thief 2. Pulling Quintus out, they made their way out of the mines. As they emerged from the mines, Zip found Boblin holding a Zip's family locket. He put it around her neck and told her she did the best that she could, and then he vanished. Meanwhile, Claudia unveiled the two wagons, one full of gnomes and halflings, and the other full of fellow shifters as well as her mother. Zip used Speak with the Dead to talk with her dad. Brunir found shipping ledgers in the captain's quarters. They made a campfire in Kars. Claudia had a strange dream, and we left off with the sun rising on a new day. And the floor is yours.
Well, I'm assuming Brunir is waking up to Goxon spooning him.
Yeah, we are spooning. We are indeed spooning.
Yeah.
Do you have the map, Bobby?
Yes, it is live.
Yeah, I see it.
It's still the original link. Yep.
I'll refresh. Yeah, I just need to refresh it. Okay, we're good.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, we get some good. We're good.
I would assume
Jesus,
with
huge.
the full night of sleep, Brunir just stretching. He had that dream that he was cuddling with Betsy, an old Minotaur from back in the day.
You and those
Wakes up
Minotaurs,
to
man.
realize- I know, yeah, they're just fresh on the brain. Wakes up to realize it's Goxon instead, and what was a peaceful night is quickly like, oh mother, and he just rolled it. As he jumps, he like stumbles out of bed.
Goxon looks at you and goes, "Where you going, hot stuff? Where you going?" Oh, yeah,
Alright,
good day.
I'm not that much. And he storms. And he storms out. How much? How's that fire looking from the walls burning through the night?
I would say through the night, by now, it's really starting to set ablaze. It's probably getting like a little warm. It's probably gotten like here, but having no archway to leap over, it's going to take some time for it to eventually make its way over there. And then we're probably about like over here. So the building is slowly beginning to be engulfed in flames. Nothing that's like life-threatening at the moment, but definitely something that, like I said last session, by the time you guys leave and if you decide to come back, there's not going to be anything left.
Yeah. Brunir kind of like chuckling to himself with the whole Goxon thing. Is just gonna do a stretch. What time is it right now? About like 8, 9.
Yeah, I would say it's probably 8 or 9 o'clock. I would imagine after the long night, you guys probably went to bed relatively early.
And yeah, Brunier's just gonna take a nice stretch, take in the sunshine, and then he's just gonna rock a piss over here and try to help slow it down a little bit.
Question for Goxon and Brunir. The conversation you had where you were spooning, did that happen in bed, or were you walking out of Mizra's room when that happened?
That was in bed. That was in the bed.
Okay, I was gonna
That
say,
was pillow talk.
Like, Ben saw you walk out and said, "Come back here, hot stuff," and he's like, "What?"
Yeah. Cheeky bastard.
Ben is waking up and he sees that Brunir and Goxon are butting heads again, apparently, and then Brunir just kind of runs off and pisses.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh god.
Goxon's gonna go over kind of by where everyone else was, like camping, I guess. And he's just gonna kind of do his morning routine, right? Like wash his face, all that stuff, and look over at everyone and go, "All right, so should we hang around the burning fortress, or what are you guys thinking?"
Oh, go ahead.
Please, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Ben
But to where?
predigistrates his clothes clean from sleeping on the grass all night, and he says, "What were we thinking? What's the next move here?"
Oh my god. I forget that Ben talks now.
Just a little.
Oh yeah. Short and
Every
sweet. We'll
time you
take it.
speak every time you speak something, I'm just gonna look at you like, what? What the fuck? Holy shit.
Bernier finishing up, kind of putting everything away. You know, does the 3 shakes, no more, no less.
Yeah.
Is gonna come over
man,
and
wise
he's
man.
gonna. Yeah.
Wait, can Brunier roll to see if he got all of it? Like he's walking, he has piss stains on his
Oh my
face.
god.
Oh, yeah, am I wearing khakis? Is that-
Dexterity.
Yeah, sleight of
All
hand.
all that water from yesterday.
Right. Bobby, what's the call? What would that be?
Oh my god.
We'll make it a sleight of hand check. Why not?
It makes the most sense. I mean,
Joke's on you, I have a +2. Oh, that's a solid 8 altogether.
There's definitely like
no.
there's like a tiny little drop, and you're like, that's not too bad. Nobody will notice. And as you're walking out, because of the cloth material, it kind of just like expands, and it looks way worse than what it is.
Oh.
Whoopsie daisy.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I've had worse. Yeah, Brunier is just gonna say, the question is, do we bury these two here or somewhere more scenic?
Definitely not where they were enslaved.
No, I agree.
Yeah, Claudia's gonna type in to be like, I discussed with my mom, maybe burying him in, like, you know, in the mountains where we came from, somewhere in the forest there. I think he'd, at least my father would like that.
Are you going to wild shape into a horse and pull the cart yourself?
I can't wild shape at all.
That is the wrong class, sir.
Yeah. Brunier's gonna look at Goxon as a, can you summon the horse?
I mean, I don't think we need a horse when we got
Already
Fenrir over there. And Fenrir looks over at you and just goes,
Where did they run off?
Yeah, they all ran off.
"Where's it going?"
Here. That's name's not Bingus.
Bingus.
I could do something if
Or
I was
Wingus.
only
This
if I
is
was
a
only
new
one level
improved
higher in
Goxon,
bar.
right?
Dachshund, who names everything something rear.
Hey, he's new and improved, all right? He's a little more, you know.
Redeemed.
Ben will gesture to all the other wagons that are in the camp, and he sounds like everyone can get going where they're going with this. But
If we had the horse.
Well, if you were listening to what I said, Goxon said, I don't have a horse, but Fenrir over here could probably pull it. And then Fenrir looks over at you and goes,
Okay. The wolf and the cat, they could possibly do it.
nothing.
Ben will look over at Claudia, and he's like, "What about everyone else?"
A great question.
Not my people, I say leave them.
Sorry for the yes and.
That's why we play the game.
Yeah, Claudia's gonna found like, you know what, that's a great question. I haven't talked about that with them
Well,
at all.
Do we
What's
know
that?
Maybe
And actually potentially send them to
Sycumber?
or Eleven. They might be safe there. But I'll bring it I'll have to bring it up with them.
Do we know which way to the grandfather tree?
Have we decided if that's where we want to go first? What are you guys thinking? I don't know if you've all
Claudia's also gonna pipe up at this point. Again.
You know what?
Gonna pipe in again. So last night, right before I took watch, I got a message from Sylvanas. Again, like the one I got when we had to choose between Payson and going to the monastery. And I don't want to make the same mistake again and show up too late before I can do anything to help prevent a disaster. So I would like to go to the grandfather tree.
What the message did he send you?
Just that there was a wrong to be righted there, and that is where he wanted me. Nothing more, nothing less.
Anyone else object?
Sounds good to me. I'm fine going wherever you guys are going. I'm with you.
Anywhere but here would be
Perhaps I couldn't agree more. Do we know which way?
No. I haven't looked at a map.
probably figure that out.
If I
Did we
remember
have a map?
correctly,
Yeah,
I forget who, but I think someone mentioned that it was generally north. I think it was a mix of.
Right, was that in all the information I found? Was there a map?
Yeah, I wouldn't say there was a map, but I think there in the ledgers you found, it did mention that it was like north.
Okay.
Is it the grandfather tree?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to
Ben-
find a
Ben-
crudely drawn map.
Sounds good to me. Bobby, above table, are you okay with Fenrir pulling one of these carts? The
Yeah, 'cause-
bodies and then us walk?
Because he was, that's why I asked for the size, because I was curious how big he is. But it looked like he was a mount, so he's
Yeah.
essentially the size of a horse, I would assume.
Yes.
And
Very relaxed.
as we know, the horse tokens are massive. But I think he technically is a large beast. So I would say if he is the size of a horse and he's big enough that you guys were able to ride on him, because that's like what he is for you. He's your mount.
Yeah, yeah.
I have no issue with him being able to pull one of the carts. He's definitely big enough and strong enough to do that.
We can also walk alongside it, worst case.
Works.
Actually, where are our mounts? Our frogs.
I was just thinking
know.
about that.
Did
Jackson's
you?
gonna look over at Ben and go,
Oh,
yeah, whatever happened to Bingus? We never really got to catch up. What happened?
They're
I
still
believe
around.
your frog is in Succumber.
As long as he's safe.
What are they?
As long as he's safe. He might not even recognize me. It's alright.
I think due to the thickness of the woods, I think you guys opted to move on foot, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I think so. I know that they were left behind somewhere.
I think at the Bastion.
Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. The dash.
So all of your
Go-
mounts are
Godskin was
at the
part of
bastion right now? Okay, so different mounts. Okay, that's fine.
I was trying to remember. I'm like, yeah, I guess there is.
Yeah, I kind of forgot.
Well,
I'm pretty sure they were all at the Bastion. Like I said, I think due to the thickness of the forest, I think you guys opted to leave the frog mounts behind for this travel.
Yeah, I think we wanted to be a little sneakier too.
Yeah.
what a dumb fucking idea that turned out to be.
I know.
Well-
We're really regretting that one right now.
Well, you guys can definitely move
Well-
one wagon along. That's not like an issue. So
Yeah.
as far as the
Yeah,
dead
it's
bodies,
not
you
a
can
problem.
transport those easily. And you still do,
Now-
just so you don't forget, you have about, I'll just say a half a dozen, like, we'll say you have three, I think they were male gnomes and male halflings. Yeah, they were three male gnomes, three male halflings that you saved out of the one cargo, and then 6 shifters, including, what is her name? Tarsa.
Your mother.
Mi madre.
Your mother. Your mother, literally.
But I would like to remind you that no one is injured, so they can walk if that's what it
Right.
comes down to.
Okay.
Brunier is gonna look at Claudia and ask her, Are your people strong enough to escort the rest back to Succumber?
Elvin?
Or Oliven, either or, it doesn't matter.
Claudia's gonna answer. No one's been injured, aside from being a little malnourished since they got here.
Are they all properly armed?
I don't know, probably not.
Okay. Well, I think we have some leftovers.
I wonder if it would be best if we escorted everyone safely, maybe to Elvin first.
I mean, we could always give them. We had like so many like short swords and longbows and stuff
Yeah.
from those guards, like the loot from last. We could just throw them at them.
Mhm.
Which,
Yeah.
by the
Yeah.
way, did we ever figure out how much it was? I mean, I have it all written down here, but did anyone
I
ever
got the
put that in there?
gold, but I mean, I don't know. In terms of like short swords, long bows, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't care to add any of it. Yeah, I just did the gold.
You know, all that stuff. It's like 15, 20.
Same.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't remember. I did not add any of that.
yeah, as long as you add on your gold, and then yeah, I think it's like a couple long bows, some short swords, and then I think the real thing was Minora's sword and her armor.
She had like studded. Yeah, she had studded armor.
Well,
advantage on stealth
Claudia
check.
took the armor. It was a +1 studded
Ah.
armor that gives
Yeah.
her advantage on stealth, and you took the sword. Which, if you didn't add it to your inventory, I can do that for you.
You're talking to me.
Yes.
sword. Because I just
Talking to
realized
me.
I was like, wait, my goal didn't change, but I have it all added up here. But apparently I didn't
Right.
fucking put it in my shit. Okay.
Knock it
Oh,
up.
I was like, oh, here's part of my notes. A Zip gets heroic inspiration for crying. LOL. That's so funny.
I
Oh,
love
so
the
sad.
emoji.
So sad. I just wrote very
Claudia-
emotional.
I'm so sorry. It wasn't very emotional.
It was very beautiful.
Claudia's gonna ask Bernier, do you have that map from Missouri's blockchain? Can we take a peek at it?
I
See
got
where
it.
things are.
Everything you need. It should. I think everything's on the cart.
Yeah.
You know where the bodies are, and how I spread them, laid them all out the night before.
Can we pull up the game map though, just to kind of like see where we are in
Oh.
space?
Yeah, of course. A Zip, I added
Shit.
the sword, Mizra's snake
That's funny.
sword, to your inventory for you.
I bet.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
That's such a cool sword.
And
for-
like I said, it's a 15-foot range, and it does 1d6 slashing damage, and then it does 2d6 poison damage. Yeah. They must
gonna
make a
kick some ass with
Constitution
that.
saving throw.
Oh, yeah.
I put Bin's save DC, but you have to
see
use
that.
yours. I just assumed it was a whip and he was going to snag it. So disregard that. I forget off the top of my head what your save DC is. I think it might be somewhere. I know it's like 8 plus some stuff.
I see that.
It's 8 plus like your proficiency, I think.
Oh, that's +3.
World map.
Haven't seen this in a long time.
Ulugan.
I know.
Look at that. The opposite direction.
Ah, yes.
We
see it on
can go get the frogs. Well, here's Ulugan. We're right
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
So while we're all looking at the
The
map,
music.
I want Goxon to kind of look at the map and look at you guys and go,
Oh, are there boats? Aren't we by a river? Isn't that how Quint is?
You basically have to cross the river to get over there. The river doesn't go up towards the grandfather tree.
Well, no,
And
but
ju-
could we take
Oh,
the
yes.
river down to Secomber? Like, could we take Quintus's route back to
but
Secomber?
the grandfather tree is so close though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just for reference, so you're aware, it's less than
Oh,
it's a
Yeah.
ballpark 12 hours walking. Because we're basically, like, how I kind of position the map is when you use the ruler, 1 foot is essentially 1 hour of walking travel time. That was kind of how
Gotcha.
I ended up
I see.
landing on it. So it's about a 12-hour trip, give or take.
Goxon's gonna look at the map and look at everyone and go, I highly suggest having the survivors go off on their own. We have weapons to make sure they're safe. But it would be a long travel to go all the way down there and then
All the way back.
We might lose the haste you're looking for, Claudia.
Yes, I agree. That makes sense.
Is
there a river that
s-
goes back
Send
to
them
Quintus?
away.
with them?
The river goes to Secomber because that's how Quintus was doing his
Okay.
run.
So they could take. Yeah, I like that idea.
So if there was a
Take the boat.
ship, yeah, we just put them on a boat. At least get them to Secomber, let the other people know what's going on, and they could rally the rest to come and get,
And Quintus
Yeah.
was here, so his boat, theoretically, they should have some boats hanging around.
Which
Theoretically.
have some boats hanging
You
around
don't
or
know
some
how
boats
he
coming.
got there, though.
Ah, shit.
Right.
that's
Because
right.
last you saw him, he was in Daggerford.
Right.
Who knows how to make boats?
I say we give them some weapons, give them some rations, send them on their way. They're grown. I think they'll be alright.
They're adults.
They've gotten this far.
So
I mean,
I-
they could take the. Yeah.
I will say, as you guys are I'm assuming you guys are all kind of sitting around eating rations, leftover deer, and stuff like that from the hunt, trying to figure
Yeah.
out. As you guys are talking about all of this, your next moves, you see walking through the smoke that is kind of coming off of the wall of the fire, you see a hooded figure walking towards you guys. She
Oh.
walks through the smoke, and you can see she has 2 daggers on her belt, and she kind of has her hands sitting there. She doesn't have them out. She just has her hands sitting there like she's about to draw them out.
Bobby,
do
how far-
perception.
Near while like eating. Probably, do we notice her coming up? I guess.
I would say just like some of you, however, depending on how you guys are positioned in like a circle, you would a couple
Okay.
of you would
Yeah.
probably see her.
Can I do a perception? Yeah, I was gonna say like Jeremy, I want to do a perception check to see if I see her.
Yeah.
Or
Give
see
me a
it.
whoever wants to roll can roll.
I guess should we both?
Yeah, like I said, depending
Yeah,
on
let's
how
hope.
you guys.
I got a 9.
Okay, with a
I
9.
got 8 altogether.
Okay, so I would say with an 8 and a 9, Ben and Brunier probably have their backs to the main gate, whereas Goxon is like sitting up opposite of them. So Goxon sees this hooded figure, like I said, hood up, hands sitting on the handles of 2 daggers.
I don't notice anything else about this person besides that it's a hooded figure. Getting close to
You
the
can tell they're looking around, kind of almost. You can't see details because of the figure,
What
but
the
you can
fuck
see them
happened
kind of
here?
like looking around as they enter into the burning fortress.
Claudia's just
Doc.
gonna ask Sasha, like
And
I
literally.
can say Sasha like it's a question.
So as she hears her name, she kind of stepping fully through at this point of the smoke. She pulls her hood back, and sure enough, you can see the scar running down her face, her brown hair, and Sasha just kind of looking around. She looks at everybody and says, I guess you don't need my help anymore. I got your message.
Unless you have a boat.
There
Oh,
was no
boy.
speak of boats in the message, so I traveled by foot.
That's fair. That's fine.
Uh,
I think you. Yeah,
Ben-
Julia.
Ben will look
Yeah,
over
a
at
little
her.
too late.
Ben will look over at her and say, Thief 4 didn't make it.
It was Thief 2.
Thief 2
Eh.
didn't make it. That's even worse. I didn't know him that well. I got his name wrong. Oh, that's embarrassing. His name was Adam, actually.
That's what you can see her kind of look, and I'm assuming you don't say literally Thief 2. I'm assuming you say
Yeah,
like
whatever
your
his
Thief
name was.
friend. Well, you never got his
Your
name.
friend. Yeah, I
His
know.
boy.
So
Oh
one
my
of your-
god.
One of your boys is down there, and he points a thumb backwards to the mine, which I assume the mine is like almost like overflowing with water.
well, because you guys destroyed the portal, which is how the water was coming through. No more water is actually filling into it, so it's at a stagnant level.
Yeah, didn't we too kind of like didn't we try to bust open the roof of it to kind of help cut off the fire too? So it kind of like probably decompressed a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
would.
like a lake, a little pond, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's still flooded for sure, but like I said,
Oh,
just from like the portal being closed, there's no new because basically the portal was underwater, so like as it would just continuously filled it up. But now that that's closed, it's not doing anything. So at the bin saying that, she kind of looks and you can see a shock on her face, and she bolts towards the mine. And you hear her mutter, I don't know, his name's fucking Craig. You hear like her say Craig, and like she fucking just hauls ass towards the mine. And you see her start running down, and you hear splashing, and then you hear silence for a second, and then she slowly comes like walking back up, and you can see she's drenched. And
Oh.
I'd like to say Bin got up to follow her.
Yeah.
are you saying anything to her as she like runs down there?
I think he went up and kind of followed her to the entrance of the mine.
Okay.
Yep.
So I will say,
Brilliant.
if you
Yeah.
follow her, she doesn't come back out. She just runs, and you hear splashing,
Right.
and then she dives into the darkness. And I'm going to make a roll.
God. She just drowned
I just-
herself.
Sorry, kids, I just made this worse.
So it was something I wanted to
Gotcha.
do, and I forgot. So a minute goes by, and she doesn't come out.
Son of a bitch.
A second minute goes by, and she doesn't come out.
Bin, sensing something may be wrong, Bin casts light on his ring and will kind of like wave it around like a beacon if she's lost.
Are you going down, like in underwater,
Alright.
or are you just
Bin-
standing?
Ben sees that there's a problem, so he's gonna get into the water, but he's not gonna dive yet. Like he's just going to have the light physically in the water with him.
Okay.
So if she's nearby, she can see it.
So as you look down into this murky water with your light ring, you don't see anything. She went the fuck in there looking for him. And after a couple seconds, you see a figure come around the corner and begin coming back up, and she emerges gasping for breath, and you see like panic on her face, and she's like starts tearing up, and she's like, I couldn't get the door unlocked, I tried. And you see she had like her thief's tool kit, and it's all bent and broken. She was like, it was too fucking dark, I
Aw.
couldn't fucking see anything. And you can see she's kind of like shaking a little bit. And yeah, I think after that she kind of just like goes and sits down for a second and kind of just is like sitting near the fire trying to like dry off and like recompose herself. But you can see that she's like pretty visibly rattled by losing like one of the only people that was left in her crew.
Ben will, when she comes back up, Ben will just sadly shake his head. And I guess they'll walk back together to the fire. Ben will predigistrate her clothes dry.
Okay.
I forgot, I can instantly dry clean. Clearly, the most MVP skill in this game.
That's lit.
Yeah.
There is.
It's a nice compliment, though.
It is.
No, because
Yeah.
it's even worse because Brunier got pee on his pants and I didn't help him.
Oh.
Brunier is.
That was
Make
Brunier
it
is
bigger.
not like- Brunier had worse nights, alright? Yeah.
I'm just gonna feel for her and just like walk up to her and I guess like in a way like grab her hand and just like have her come sit and console her.
Okay,
Like,
so
yeah, we've all lost somebody down here.
yeah, and she just follows you and sits where everyone is kind of sitting and is quiet and reflective on the moment, but doesn't really offer up anything else to say at the moment.
Yeah. Brunier is just gonna mention, you know, we have Quintus in the back of the cart. We were discussing just a good spot to bury him. I'm sorry we couldn't save them all.
Quintus didn't make it either.
unfortunately not. But we were able to get him out of the mine. He's in the cart.
And you see at that, she just like puts her head down a little bit further, and kind of you see a couple tears just begin to roll down her cheeks.
Sad, isn't
Claudia
it?
is gonna come over and just explain like the plan. Like our plan is to bury them somewhere nice up in the hills over there, and you're more than welcome to choose Quintus's spot.
He was always a fan of Mother Nature in the woods. I think anywhere would be fine, and if it's okay, I'll definitely join you.
Absolutely.
Did you come alone?
Yeah, everyone else is gone. I searched and searched Daggerford, but the city's not the same since the incident.
I am sorry.
Oh,
Ben will look over at Bernier. And he's sensing what's going on here, and he turns to Bernier and he says, "Want to help me get him out of there?"
Of course. Yes, I think we should do something. You know, we have spent enough time in this place. It is time for action. No matter how simple that action may be. And yeah, he's gonna start getting like shovels and everything ready in the cart. You know. Try
tired.
just kind of talk to Goxen about getting Fenrir like ready and all that.
Yep. Godson's gonna just snap his fingers, and then Fenrir's gonna just almost instantly get in position, and he's gonna throw them out on the harness.
I'm
and
so
they're ready to go.
tired.
I know.
tired,
Yeah,
Karen.
you got an early morning. Then Bernier will look at Claudia and is like, "Do you want to arm these people and get them ready for their trip back?"
Absolutely.
Claudia's gonna look at Ben and ask, were you referring to going back into the mine just before? Or did I misunderstand you?
No, but yeah, Ben, sorry if I didn't misplug that. I was asking Bernier if he would help me go back into the mine to get Thief 2 out.
There must be an easier way to get in there or get some of that water out.
Real inconvenient.
I mean, we could. Do you have anything that could help us last a little longer?
No, incredibly, no, I don't have anything that helps me swim.
I will say that with the shortcut opened up the way that you guys left, it's not terribly far for you guys to go down. You know the path, so it's not like it's
Right.
exceptionally
Okay,
hard for you to go down there, and the space is cleared and all that good stuff.
I was gonna say, with it having sat for a while, has the water level gone down a little more? Like maybe you could kind of get your head up a little
It's
bit.
probably like calm now. Like,
Yeah, but it's
As
not,
you-
like I said, it's not an exceptionally dangerous task to go back in there and get him. You know
Yeah,
where he
it's-
is. You have the shortcut opened already.
Right. Yeah, Bernier's going to agree, and he's just going to request that Ben lights the way. Just to make it quick, Bobby. What do you want from us? Anything?
No, I mean,
Oh,
if Ben is leading the way with the light, same thing as before. Just give me either a strength check or an attack on the door to try to bust it open or rip it open. Dealer's choice, really.
I did. Okay, yeah, the hill giant Frank wore off, so yeah. All right. Oh shit. All right, I'm just gonna do. Reckless.
That's it.
Reckless.
23 is enough. So
Oh my
yeah,
God.
you guys calmly go down there, and you bang away at the door. It smashes open after a couple hits, and you're able to grab him, and with Ben's light, slowly make your way back out.
I am going to just so to make Bernier not do all the work. I'm gonna mage hand the body and drag it back behind us, so I don't have to make. That's kind of icky.
It's probably all
Mage hand. He's
Yeah, that's why I'm
probably
not-
fucking
Mine
swollen
is
his
a
body.
lot better on paper.
I-
than wanting to see
I was,
it.
yeah, I know. I was gonna do something emotional. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use the mage hand and drag the body back with us. And I think, as we're getting near the entrance, Ben will look over to Bernier and just say things are getting bad.
Are you telling me this underwater?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. When we come back up at the entrance of the mine, boss.
Yeah.
My bad.
I know. That's fine. Okay. I was gonna say, can you do telepathy shit too?
Nope.
Ben's full of surprises.
But yeah, Brunier, honestly, he's just gonna, he's gonna be a little defeated. He's gonna be like, yeah, it's. I know we won, but this does not feel like a victory.
Nothing feels like a victory lately.
No. We've had our moments, but things have gotten a lot deeper. Now, can you please dry me off?
You, Ben was deep in thought for a second, but he hears that he's like, right, and he snaps his finger.
Yeah, and then he's just gonna say thank you, and then he's just gonna go up to Ben, and he's just like, no matter how dark it gets, we push through. That's all we can do. We will find the light at the end.
And then I think with that, Sasha seeing you guys come out goes up and probably just helps like the mage hand hoist him up, I guess, into the cart and gently lays him next to Quintus. And you kind of just see her put her head down and mumbling some type of prayer under her breath.
And okay, yeah, and Brunier's gonna ask Sasha if she'll also help just escort everyone back, and then we'll start getting ready to bring Quintus to bury him.
Where do you want me to take them?
I would say anywhere but here, but you could either stop in Olivin or Succumber. We will tell them to find shelter where they can, and we will do what we can when we get back. Unless anyone else has.
I will.
anything.
If someone would like to roll a
my
d20, and do just like a straight luck roll, I will say just a luck roll. A 12 or higher, you find a couple boats. So who would like to be the one that kind of... I would say Ben and Bernier, as you guys have been going through the mine, I guess like one or two other people have kind of wandered off. So Goxen, Zip, or Claudia, would one of you three like to roll a just straight d20?
Okay.
You
No
want to do it,
pressure.
Claudia?
Unless you want to do it.
Oh, are you feeling lucky?
Sugar boy.
Come on. Big money, big money, big money.
I can do it if you guys want. I don't mind.
I'll do it.
Okay.
A 12 or higher?
A 12 or higher, you find a boat.
I got a 9.
Jade did
A
not
9.
roll out.
Fuck. Bring us home, Goxen.
What?
Yeah, unfortunately,
rolled a
as you
9.
guys make your way to
Yeah.
the river, which is not terribly far, you can tell that there's like, at some point there were boats kind of pulled up along shore. You can see a lot of divots in like the mud and stuff like that where small boats have come and go. But as you look around, there's nothing remains, which makes you believe maybe Quintus didn't come here by choice. Maybe he was taken.
Damn.
Question for the DM. My performance for creation says I can make a medium-sized object, and I think we said at one point that was like 10 by 10 cube-ish.
Okay.
Can I don't know how long it's gonna take, because I think it'll only last 3 hours. Would 3 hours be enough to get the bodies where we need them to go?
We don't want to drown a bunch of halflings.
Yeah, sorry, that's my problem. I was
I
assuming
would
in 3 hours and then it disappears underneath our feet.
Yeah,
I would
they're like going through a current.
I would say 3 hours is not enough. Like it took you guys
Okay.
3 days on foot to get there. I would say that
Oh.
on boat it'll take a substantially less amount of time, but definitely more than like 3 hours. Like probably maybe a day's
Okay.
worth of.
Okay, since we're not finding any fucking boats, can I do Performance of Creation, but I can expend a spell slot to cast it again? Can I just say, as the boat disappears, I just make another boat? Like I don't
Are
know
you-
what is the hour rate?
Are you going back with them?
Oh, that's true.
Let it go.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
How about
I like where your head's
I
at.
I tried. You can go fast for 3 hours, guys. Then you're on your own.
Right.
why don't they
swim.
just go? Why don't we just like draw them a map, and then they can
Right,
go
that's
off
it.
with the cart, and then they can
Sasha
take
knows where to
turns
go.
driving
armed.
back to wherever they need to go.
At this point, I think
Yeah.
Sasha would interject and be like, I can just walk them back. It's not a big
Yeah. I want to get the fuck out of here. Don't we have to go
This-
be somewhere with like? Didn't Claudia's dreams tell us that we need to,
the
Can
grandfather
you-
tree.
Baby.
we need to get
I'm
out
so-
of here?
I'm sorry, we're trying to get the goddamn halflings home.
deal.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
We're having logistical issues here.
I know.
Send them
Sasha-
off with some longbows and some fucking swords
yeah,
and
some of
shit.
the-
They can fend for
Very
themselves. They got this
people.
far.
Sasha just says, "Don't worry, I'll take care of them. It's not a big deal. I'll just take them back to Secomber. Travis will know what to do. He'll take care of them from there." And then she gets up and she
Travis.
begins kind of gathering some like various like not so much swords, but like just a couple like mining tools, like pickaxes and stuff like
You
that.
can make
She
like little
hands them
spears out of like sticks and
Yeah.
things.
Yeah,
Throw in
and
the
she kind of
cart.
just says like, none of these people are warriors. I'll protect them, but they have something, so we'll be fine. So if you guys are okay, I'm gonna
Let's
take
shift
them
it.
now.
Yes.
Okay. So with that, Sasha takes the halflings and gnomes out of the equation and begins taking her travel back to Secomber.
We're gonna be
In-
very Quintus and everything on the
Yeah.
hillside.
Yep.
Or
And-
also burying Brittany's dad. Oh my god, sorry. Zip's dad.
And Thief 2.
I will say
We're gonna
too,
bring, we're
on
gonna
Sasha's
his
way
half-
out. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, guys.
No, I was just gonna be like, we're gonna bring part of him over here and part of him we can put him somewhere else.
Yes,
Oh.
2 graves. But yeah, Sasha, once she gathers everybody up, says goodbye. She goes back to the cart, says another prayer, kind of puts her hands one on each Thief 2, aka fucking Craig, one on Quintus, and you just see another tear kind of roll down. And as she's leaving, she just nods to Claudia and she says, "Please find somewhere peaceful for the two of them. They deserved it."
Claudia just shakes her head and says, "I promise." And then she'll, before her mom kind of departs with the rest of the shifters, she's like, "I'll find a nice place for Dad as well."
Are the shifters going with Sasha?
Oh. I had assumed that they would.
I'm not sure.
That's
I was gonna say I'm not sure
I-
what they
I'm-
wanted to do.
I'm
Okay, never mind,
asking.
hold on. I guess that has to be a conversation, I guess.
I think so because I was under the impression you guys just wanted the gnomes and the halflings to go, but that is up to you guys.
Okay. I guess
Shifter-
Claudia's gonna
shifter's
go
not allowed.
away And talk to her mom and the rest of the shifters, and I kind of explain like Sasha of the Thieves Guild of Daggerford is guiding the other prisoners to Secomber just for a safe place for them to stay. Do you want to continue with us to the grandfather tree, or do you want to head somewhat to Secomber with the rest of the group?
Well, I know a lot of people of our people have gone up there, so I feel like it's probably necessary for us to tag along.
Okay. Claudia's gonna nod her head, and she's gonna say, "Guy, I think I hope that you would want to go to Sycamore just so I know that you're somewhere safe, but I can't make that decision for all of you."
We've made it this far. I think we can make it a little bit farther.
Okay. And she's gonna say, "Good, because I wanted help finding a good place for Dad anyway. I wanted your help with that."
I think we can do that together.
Okay. And she'll return back to the group and kind of explain they're coming with us.
Perfect.
Got it.
Now I know we'll be eating good on the way.
Goxon's gonna kind of like, he was sitting like on a log this whole time. He's gotta kind of like pat his knees and get up and be like, "All right, good, let's get
Well-
going. I'm getting bored. Let's go."
Yeah,
He's
cards
gonna
ready to
stand
roll.
up and- Yeah, we just stand up and do another
Let's
snap,
just snap.
and we're just gonna start
As the
flying,
halflings
so-
are getting ready to go, Ben is gonna quickly run up to Sasha. I am so sorry about this, Goxon. Ben is going to
You're good.
take out the blinding blade, and he's going to give it to Sasha.
Oh!
So as you pull out this massive long sword and offer it to her, do you say anything? Like, what do you say in this moment?
So remember,
He just-
it is a pommel that turns into
It's a lightsaber, so fucking cool.
essentially. But
Well-
continue. I mean, it's only a really cool weapon, and me and Bobby worked really hard.
I
on
know. I thought the shifters were going with them.
Give it
There's
to the
just no one
NPCs.
else. I know.
Goxon is gonna just give you a
Can she
sharp
use a long
flare.
sword then?
I know.
So Ben,
Ben,
what do you? How do you present this moment to her?
You're good
Ben-
at 6?
Oh, sorry. Ben will walk up to Sasha, and he's gonna stop a few feet short of her, just like so she becomes aware of him. And I guess she's like getting the cart ready or whatever. Ben will walk up to her and will say, "I know what it's like to lose someone like this." And he's going to gently hold out the hilt of the blinding blade.
She takes in a big inhale and lets out a long sigh. And she looks at you, and do you still have your mask on?
Ben has his mask on.
Okay. She just says, "You're a strange person. I want to believe you that you've felt this type of loss, but I'm not sure you have. And as for that, what is it?"
Something I think you could use a lot better than I could right now. And Ben will, like, activate the blade, 'cause it's gonna look really fucking cool.
So as you like activate it and it's this blinding light, she kind of like steps back and puts her hand up for a moment, and after her eyes adjust to it, she looks down at it for a moment, and she looks down at the two daggers on her hips, and she kind of just pats them, and she just says, "This is what I prefer. I've carried these for a long time. I appreciate the gesture." And she puts her hands over yours and over the handle of the sword, and she deactivates it. And she looks what she assumes is into your eyes through this fucking mask. And she says, "I'm sure if you guys have managed to do everything that you've done up until this point and take out this entire fortress alone, you will probably be able to use this better than you think. But thank you." And she does not accept the gift.
Ben stomps off anger. No, and
Denied.
yeah. Ben bows ever so slightly and walks away.
And with that, she continues rounding everyone up, and they make their
Does
way out.
Goxon see that? Because that's even worse.
Goxon did see that, and Goxon's gonna just give you a sharp glare, sit on the ground, and he's gonna go.
And in the top left corner of your screen, it says Goxon disliked that.
Well,
Exactly. Very much.
Stockton
I was like,
disapproved.
it didn't even work.
She's a rogue, man. She don't need no longsword. She got daggers.
I don't know, man. We didn't save the temple people.
Was
We didn't
that
save the
your-
people in the mines. I thought it was like
Was
maybe we
that
won't
your
save these
form
people
of-
either.
Like, was
No,
that
yeah,
your form
never
of
regret.
hitting on her?
I
That's
hope
fucking-
not.
Oh god. All right. Well, while seeing that happen, being utterly rejected,
Yes, you've been getting
as if-
massively frenzied.
Azip is just gonna be like, I ain't got time for this. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But yeah, Bernier's gonna walk up like, well, Zip, I load the shovels, ate a beef jerky, bought a bee trap.
I need a bee trap.
Yeah, yeah. Can't waste any more time. Let's go.
I just need a trap and die.
Yeah.
All right. For real though.
And then Bernier and Thaumaturge go, let's go. Like the Dragonborn voice. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, there's a vamos.
Yeah.
So
The
with
Dora the
that,
Explorer song.
as you guys say goodbye to Cars, for hopefully the
Bye,
last time, Sasha looks back at you guys and just gives you a slight nod as you also depart. How are you guys all departing? We have Fenrir pulling the wagon, and are just the corpses in the wagon and everyone else is walking?
Yeah. Bernier's
Makes
walking
sense to me, yeah.
alongside. He doesn't want to overwork the damn dog.
Yeah.
Same thing with Gox. And Gox is going to be kind of like at the head of the reins, like by where kind of his neck goes down. Gox is going to be next to him, kind of like patting him and stuff, and like, kind of hurting him along a little bit, but not sitting on top of him.
Fuck that. I got little legs. I'm sitting on the back of the cart with all these dead people.
And that's perfectly fine. You can
Say
even sit on
Ben-
Fenrir if you want.
Ben-
Actually, yeah,
Ben
Gox is
has-
going to look over at you and go, doesn't it stink back there? You can sit on him.
Just pondering. Didn't think of that. I can, and I will. Thanks.
Anytime.
I'll be holding on to the scruffs of his, like, I don't know, the back of his ears or something.
Trying not to fall.
Yeah, that was just, oh.
I'd say Ben has his mage hand out and he's like using the mage hand to help push the cart a little bit. Not by much.
Oh, I love the mage.
Me too.
I think Claudia is like interlocked, kind of like just holding her mom's arm as like they're walking along. Just just knowing that it's like the previous evening and this morning it's heavy. And she just wants to hold her.
Where's
Aw.
Brunier in all this?
What?
Where's Brunier in all this? Like, while we're traveling.
Oh, Bernier's probably walking by you, and then he's gonna see Claudia with her mom, and just to lighten the mood, but failing hard, he's gonna be like, "Oh, Claudia, you didn't tell me you had a sister."
Oh my god.
God, he is the
Yeah.
best. He
Funny
is the
girl,
best
yeah.
character. The best character.
Brunir, give me just a straight charisma check, please.
Okay.
She's gonna
If
fall
I
in
roll-
love.
If I roll a 1, do I say, Claudia, I didn't realize you had a brother?
Oh no!
Straight charisma.
Yeah, just straight charisma roll, because you're not like persuading.
Yeah, 13 altogether. So not great, but not horrible.
Okay, so as you say that, you see her lean into Claudia's ear a little bit as they're kind of walking like arm in arm, and you just hear her whisper, "This is quite a strange bunch that you have found yourself in, but their hearts seem to be in the right place."
Claudia's gonna nod her head and be like, yes, at least we've got that going for us.
Yeah.
We all need a little strangeness in harsh times like this. Laughter is good.
But lighten the mood. Yeah.
Claudia's gonna kind of like wave Brunier over to introduce him.
Yeah, he's just gonna do the quick like, oh, and try like with his short like, he's not raging. It's gonna be like a little bit. little bit of a hobble. Hey, you're gonna see like the somewhat balding hair.
The
It is nice to meet you, Brunir Stonestout.
This is my mother. You just
She-
lost her husband.
Oh, so she's single.
you see her like take physical 1d6 psychic damage.
While we're talking about that, I want Johnson to look back at her mother and say, "Look at
No, we're not playing this game.
It's what happened. It's what happened. If you want me to roll some
You're
dice,
just gonna turn
Sure.
around and be like, stay out of the murder.
that's what Goxon did. He's not saying anything. He just hears the conversation and looks over at his mother.
Can I
He's been looking for a
roll?
long time.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh my god.
I'm afraid to ask you to give me a straight charisma roll.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Are you asking me to give you one though?
If you want to try to bang Claudia's mom, sure, go for
I'm not
it.
doing it. I know Goxon's not doing anything. He just gave her a cute little wink. That's all he did.
I don't even know how to take that.
Your DM. How do you want to take it?
Old man when you
Great
say
charisma.
something clever and then they wink at you. Like that's what I'm imagining.
Fuck it. Also, give me just a straight charisma roll.
All right.
Roll for wink, please.
Roll for.
That's 20.
No way.
I'm not even making it up. Look. There, look. I'm picking. So you guys can see, I'm not turning. I'm picking up. It's the one ring. The one ring is the 20 on this. Die.
That's insane. You
Yeah.
see. You see, like, just a quick reddening of her face as she blushes, and she immediately kind of averts her gaze and goes back to talking to Bernier and kind of
Yeah.
Ah!
Intro-
When that
Brunier,
happens,
yeah, like, yeah, Brunier's just gonna try and like not like interrupt, but just try to like make it a little bit better. Like, no, I am sorry. I truly am sorry for your loss. You know, I do good. I do a lot better during the fighting. It's afterwards. This is not my strong suit.
well,
But I'm terribly sorry for everything that has happened here.
we can't all be perfect. And then as she says that, she kind of looks past you and briefly stares at Goxon, and then goes back to you and says, well,
Oh my.
regardless, thank you for everything. I'm sure you all need each other more than I or you realize.
Of course, and I apologize that we could not have gotten here sooner.
We can only do what is in our abilities, unfortunately. A small group of people can't save everyone. It's just, unfortunately, how this unraveled.
Yeah, we do what we can.
Totally.
And I would say with that, as you guys have made your way through the better part of the day,
I was gonna say it's gonna be evening by the time before we get there.
Yeah, I would say nightfall will probably be approaching
Okay.
by the time you get there. So two things. It's up to you guys if you want to stop before you get there, and how far out you want to like stay. And then also at some point, depending on what type of burial site you guys are looking for, just let me know and we'll kind of go through that as you guys find what you're looking
So-
for.
I would think that we buried everybody on that hill where we were scouting out cars.
Okay.
'Cause there is kind of like a lookout there,
Gotta
just to
go
kind of save
back.
time. No. Like let's just cut to earlier in the day. You know.
Like retroactively.
Well, I would say like
Yeah.
that is not super close. Like you did have to run like a good 200 feet, so that conversation and everything could have happened while you guys were making your way up
Right,
to that.
right,
That's not a
right.
big deal.
Yeah, we can work with that. So that's what I would think. I mean, I don't really have much to. I'll obviously, you know, he helps bury and get the bodies in, but he really does not have much to say considering who is being buried.
I was gonna suggest burying them actually at the grandfather tree.
That's not a problem as long as we don't mind just having the bodies in the cart because we might be walking into trouble when we get to the grandfather.
That is a good point.
Yeah, that might be a
Yeah,
fight.
That
was
is
like-
that is a
Yeah.
good point.
It's like, don't we want to have a sense of urgency getting there? Promise.
Well, yeah. Well, I would
Well,
think everything.
I
would be
will say
done-
Claudia didn't go into immense detail about the dream. She just said that Sylvanas wanted her to
Okay.
go there.
Urged her to right.
Yeah.
So the
Okay,
level
so we-
of
so-
urgency you guys are not entirely sure of.
Mm.
You just know that's on the to-do list.
So do we want to say we buried them at some point during the day?
It's whatever you guys want to do. However you guys want to play it out.
I'd be fine. I would be fine with that.
Yeah, I say on the hill. If they have, anything that they want to say, I would assume it'd just be kind of like you and your mom, right?
Yeah.
Quintus and Craig. I mean, I ain't got much. Brunier helps bury, he helps get the bodies in, but he ain't got much to say.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, as you guys make your way up onto the mountain after this brief exchange, and Brunier, everybody helps dig the graves. The Quintus and Craig, aka Thief 2, are buried in silence. I'm assuming you guys give them just like a moment, and then as you guys bury Calcaneus, I don't have his name in front of
Yeah.
me. Okay.
Mm.
All the shifters begin to gather, and I will pass it to Claudia as far as like what the shifters do as a group for any type of burial routine.
Ooh. Okay.
I didn't know what to do, so I'm
So-
passing it along to you.
This is your problem now.
So all the shifters, they worship Molar, who's the god of hunt, and kind of like just like kind of like hunt, like primal, savage, brutal, violence, but also the hunt. That's kind of his thing. So I imagine that they bury him and cover his grave, and Claudia's mom would ask her maybe to give him last rites as like a follower of Molar, and kind of growing up with that, like even though she is a follower of Sylvanas now, she will honor that and
Oh, sorry.
like invoke Molar while praying over her father's grave. And they would make an offering of some of the deer meat that they hunted the previous night and burn it at the foot of his grave. And
Yeah, but they're like antlers. You have like a skull or anything like that.
oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Oh yeah.
a skull of the deer from the previous night's hunt,
Right.
and rest that on his grave. And she'll say, "Your great hunt has ended on this plain. May the fruit of last night's hunt sustain you and guide you on your journey into the next." And then each of the shifters will walk by and kneel down, say a prayer, and walk away, kind of in a procession. And that would be it.
Beautiful. And as Tarsa, I always forget their
Yeah.
names when they're not in front of me. As you and Tarsa say your final goodbyes, you see tears beginning to fill in her eyes as she mutters some final words to herself, mostly. And she gets up, and you guys are walking away. She pulls you close, and she just whispers, "He might not have always showed it, but he was so proud of you. And when you never came back from that hunt, he took it harder than anyone. So he would be so proud to see how strong you have become over these years that you weren't with us."
I'm probably gonna give her mom a hug and just say, "You always know exactly what I need to hear."
Motherly,
you.
they call it motherly instinct. for a reason. I think you have an ass to kick now, don't you?
Probably gonna nod her head and be like, I don't know. Like, does his ass need to be kicked? Do you think Fang could see a reason? Do you think that, the deal that he made for us, is he aware of the shit deal he made for you all? Does he need to be shown that? I don't quite know what I'm walking into as far as that goes.
I don't entirely know what went on in that man's mind. I think, like most people, he genuinely believes that he's doing the right thing. But just because you believe something is right doesn't automatically make it right. Whether or not he can see another side of it, I have no idea. There's only one way to find out, I think.
That was my thinking as well. Just seeing, seeing what awaits us at the grandfather tree and deciding then how to proceed. I think that kind of does it for Claudia's side of things. Is anyone else getting buried?
It's just Quintus.
Who else is getting buried?
Yeah, it was just
Steve too, aka Clyde, aka
Okay.
the guy.
I like that his
I would
name
say-
changes like every time.
Yeah. I would say if we're burying the others, Bin is standing over looking at all three of them. And I'd say he whispers something to himself, but could we do like a roll to see if someone hears it?
Yeah, everybody just give me a perception roll.
Absolutely.
Josh, give me I don't know. What would that be?
Got a 17.
Well,
13.
21.
well, I guess everybody's fucking hearing it, apparently.
I mean, honestly, I didn't hear shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say Zip and Claudia definitely probably heard something. Bernier might have been too distracted, like kind of maybe Bernier was like off to the side, letting everybody have their moment.
Flirting with Claudia's mom.
No, I would say he was like respectfully kind of just like unattached from the moment, off to the side.
Yeah, if this
Zip,
is happening. Yeah, if this is happening during the burial, I'm like, fixing stuff on the cart. Like I'm kind of just bullshit.
yeah, I would say maybe Goxon and Bernier were off by the cart, and a Zip was kind of just.
22.
I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry. Okay, so Bernier, I don't know. Maybe Bernier felt a little uncomfortable with dealing with all this, and he wandered off to do the cart stuff while you guys all stood next to Bin. And as everybody was leaving, what did Bin mutter under his breath?
I'd say because everyone heard it, I think Bin had probably popped his mask off beforehand slightly, and he just said it louder than he intended. But he says a small prayer for the deceased, and I guess everyone would just hear Bin say, "I'm going to make this right, William," and that's it.
And you're just by yourself saying that, correct?
Yes.
Goxton's gonna kind of slowly stroll up behind you. He's gonna put one arm on your shoulder and he's gonna go, "Hey friend, I thought you didn't believe in the gods."
Bin will turn to you and kind of go to put his mask on again, but he actually will stop short. He's like, "I don't. Not anymore."
What about your friends? And he's gonna look down at your sword that was gifted to you.
Ben looks at it over again. And he says, "I don't know who brought you back. I don't know why they bothered to bring you back, Goxon, honestly. But something's going on here." Not as an insult, sorry. I said that. I said that.
Why they bothered?
I know I said
Tyr
that.
brought
Sorry.
me back, and he brought me back for a good reason. I'm stronger and I'm more ready now. But maybe next time I'll make a weapon for Bernier. And Goxton's gonna sassily turn around, smiling but walking away.
Ben considers making his shoes wet, but he doesn't.
You have that
You can see
Damn,
what happens. You could.
And I guess with that, everyone has said their piece, and you guys begin making your journey to the old grandfather tree.
I would say one last thing, sorry, Bin does, is he walks over to his zip and puts a hand on her shoulder and just says, "You ready to go, kid?"
Oh, absolutely. And she just hoods herself. Throws a hood over her eyes, because I guess this is cool.
This is the dark. This is the negative arc.
It's
The
like,
heel.
Yeah.
And she's
like no one
equipped
can
her
see me. I don't
chain
want
sword
anyone-
and her crit blade because they're way stronger than her daggers.
Oh yeah.
And she's ready for battle.
Oh yeah. Ben will look down at your cool like Mizra sword. And he's like, "I'll show you some tricks to use that next time we have a moment to stop. I know a thing or two about whips."
You hear Gox in the distance yelling, "Wow, really?"
Ben wants to make Goxon's
Funny.
shoes wet, but he's out of range.
I was gonna say, yeah, definitely out of range. Also, above table. Sorry if when we're improvising. Sorry if you say something and then I go with it too quickly. I like kind of doing like the chess rules where it's like you let go of the piece. That's what's going. You know what I mean?
No, you're
But
fine. That's fine. That's
I,
fine.
If I do it too fast, just tell me and I'll stop.
No, you're all good.
That's what makes this
I
game so
realized,
fun.
I realized as I said that, I was like, "Wow, that's kind of dickish sounding." Whoops.
What's said is said.
Chess rules. Chess rules. You said it.
Right.
That's real.
You let go of the piece. It's in play.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That's not the end.
That's
Ben's
all
just a
for me
dick.
though.
That'll be a rematch between Gox and
I am going to also get one shot at in this rematch.
Oh, it's probably worse than before.
So
but
with
yeah, that's
that,
all
you
for me.
guys are making your way through the remainder of the forest.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. You guys can make it there, no problem. But you will get there by nightfall. You're not going to suffer any exhaustion or anything like that. Are you guys going to go into this, or are you guys going to wait like an hour or so away, long rest?
Well, what exactly are we looking at here?
How close are you
Make
getting?
the scene for us, Bobby.
Well,
So-
that's the thing. Like,
So I'll meet you in the middle here. So as you guys have walked through a better part of the forest, you've walked for about, I would say, 8 hours at this point. And so you estimate you probably have another 2 hours to go. The sun is beginning to set, the heavy trees, the dense forest. It's relatively dark for you guys, but you can see through some of the breaks in the trees that light is still available. And as you guys get closer and closer, everyone give me a perception check.
Can do.
Let's get that perception rolling.
Perception.
Hell yeah. 16.
Oh shit! I got a 15.
Okay.
Got a 19.
Nice.
24.
17.
Good
All right.
lord.
Everyone rolled exceptionally high, so you all see this. This makes my day easier. You see, as you begin getting closer and closer, through the breaks in the dense trees and leaves and everything like that, you see a slight glowing green off in the distance. And as you get a little bit closer, you can see that probably 2 miles away, there is this massive tree that extends like a skyscraper through the forest. And it has this bright green aura coming off it. And with your high rolls, you can see that there's a large wooden bridge that wraps up around this tree, almost like a makeshift tower. And you can see all of these wooden houses kind of built on these massive branches that are coming off of this tree. And from there, you can kind of tell that this is essentially maybe some type of elven city, but you can tell immediately by the sheer size of this tree that this is the great grandfather tree. And I will say that you can see chunks of the bark that should have this bright glowing green. Some of them are like black and necrotic. They look like they're beginning to, the life has kind of sucked from them and they're beginning to shrivel up and fall off of this tree. So that is the painted picture for you.
Okay. I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick.
Bernier is just gonna, looking out with the group, is be like, I'm no doctor, but I think that's the tree we're looking for.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, we haven't gotten in a fight since the fortress, I guess we can call it.
Since yesterday.
Yeah, since yesterday. I mean, I feel pretty well rested. I don't know about you guys, but I'm itching for a fight.
Right.
I don't know if you guys want
A
to maybe
fight?
stealth might be the best approach here, realistically.
We want to do this at night.
Well-
Ben will look over. Do we want to do this at night or do we want to wait? What are we thinking?
Well, what does our rogue have to say?
We should probably stake it out, see what's going on. I mean, do we have to immediately assume it's bad? Well,
The doctor's gonna point at the rotting, black parts of the tree, and he's gonna go, "I'm assuming that's bad." Yeah.
You would think they were there.
it
If
could
we-
be dying. Everything around us is dying. That tree could be, but dying
Correct.
too.
Please don't die that way.
We are still far out, but I do not feel that we are far enough to safely make camp, especially if these shifters are as good as they say. We're
I
discussing
wonder
whether or not to
if-
make camp or push in.
Oh, okay.
I
We
agree.
We
haven't
should. Does
used-
anyone have any disguises? How do I not have a
Uh,
disguise?
Disguises.
I
don't know.
actually Ben does, but it only works on myself.
Yeah.
I'm just
Uh,
imagine you just dress up as like a milkman and just like, hey, I got you.
I do have a password out of trace that I could set when we're like an hour out. I could put it on us, or like 30 minutes out. I could put it on us. It lasts an hour. That way we could try to like sneak around.
Bob, you said we're about 2 miles out?
Yeah, about generally like you're like 2 hours away from it.
Damn.
If the shifters are here, I do not feel that we are at a safe distance to safely set up camp. You know,
No, I agree.
and
it's
they
either
don't know
we
we're
push
here
in-
currently, so.
But they could be, there could be watches. They could be searching. They catch our scent.
If they found
Either
us,
we-
I feel like we would know by now.
Yeah, well, if we give them time,
Agree.
we might find out too late.
I agree.
So either we set up camp and hope that they don't catch our scent and deal with it in the morning, or we keep pushing through.
I vote we sneak in there and try to take out as many as we can before we get seen. We keep rushing into these situations and fighting them head on, which I'm all for, and I know Brunier's all for, but I don't know. I'm interested in a different approach this time.
I promise not to start swinging until everyone says so.
I think if we sneak in, we might forfeit the ability to like be diplomatic about things.
Negotiate.
Yeah.
But will we
But
have
if
the
we-
chance to negotiate if there's a bunch of thugs between us? That's the question.
Yeah.
That's what I'm concerned with.
Ben
And
will
if we
also
can
point.
get you close enough to negotiate without the alarms being raised.
Mhm.
Ben will also point out, though, that if we're trying to negotiate, then it would be better to show up in the morning rather than show up in the middle of the night.
And
Valid.
we do have these shifters that are supposed to be prisoners. We do have you who can transform himself. Maybe we can use the shifters as a bargaining party.
We did save them all.
Yeah.
They were enslaved, at first. So, if anything, we freed them, and they're
Yeah.
bringing them back, you know, to the rest of the.
Does
Right.
Ben? We don't know that Ben can kind of disguise himself, right?
I
I
don't
actually
think he's
haven't
ever
used. I have
it,
not used it yet. Yeah.
but he did
Yeah.
just tell you that he can do that.
Yes.
Right. Maybe
I have
we
an idea.
could disguise Ben as a cult member. I use my rope of climbing to tie up 3 or 4 of the shifters, and we use that to get their attention. We lure them out, and then take it from there.
Not a bad idea. I think getting a closer look, regardless, is going to help us a lot. And I do want to keep in mind, if need be, I know Claudio wants to negotiate. Fenrir has a teleportation method, and if she climbs on him, I could get you closer if need be. But we're not going to know anything until we get a closer look.
We should be closer though, in case things go south.
For sure. Yeah, we need a closer look, for sure.
One thing
I
I
just don't know
can
what it's
do,
looking like now.
but do you have a spell? Let's see.
Oh, a zip.
Beast sense.
Did you ever use my potion of flying?
I think.
I don't think so. No, I didn't. I can give it back
May
to
I
you
please
if you want it.
I would love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Put it in your inventory, and I'll take it out of mine.
Ben will shift uncomfortably on his feet, and I'll look at Claudia, and he says, "Are shifters generally the smartest when it comes to disguises?"
I wish I could give you.
I
know,
our
I agree.
abilities and our knowledge is more focused on nature and survival, not so much the arcane. So
Because I certainly
think-
can disguise myself, but
it would
I
take
could also.
some skill.
Hmm?
Oh, go on. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I can certainly disguise myself, but maybe to make it even better, I could take on the form of Mizra, and that gives me some authority in the camp potentially.
My nightmares.
Are we? Is the plan to approach as members of the cult or people that freed the shifters from the cult?
I think
This
we
is the
should
problem
go
because
close.
we're gonna walk. If we walk in the one and it's the other, we look like giant assholes
I
immediately.
know, right? One thing I can do, the Vesper can change their stat block every new day, so I could have them be like a winged animal. Like if we camp tonight, wake up tomorrow, I could send Vesper in and use Beast Sense to kind of see through their perspective, and they can maybe get like a lay of like the land, so an understanding of where things are. But we'd have to wait till the next day.
We might lose the element of surprise if we go that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
But I'm not opposed to it. It's all up to what you guys are thinking. Claudia, I think you're best suited to make the calls in this situation because you have the most
Yeah,
knowledge.
Ben will look to you and be like, "You know your people better than we do."
Mm.
Uh-oh.
Claudia's gonna. So I'm gonna step away for a few minutes and see if I can commune with Sylvanas.
Okay. Cool.
You should go to
And
sleep so
she'll-
you can have another dream.
She's gonna kind of go off on her own and just find a nice little clearing in the woods and kneel down and just kind of open her mind and see if she gets a response.
Question for you. Do you have, because clerics do have a couple spells that allow them to commune with their god, are you using any of those spells or do you not have those yet?
Channel divinity.
My channel divinity allows me to heal people at an extra 15 points, I think, once per day. But no, I don't have any like spells that would allow me to commune with Sylvanas.
Okay, yeah, because I think at a higher level, clerics have, I think it's just called commune, and they can actually like speak with their god, and he answers questions.
Mhm.
Give me a, what's your religion actually?
My religion is a +4.
Okay, this is gonna be a very hard roll because you're just doing
Okay.
this like it's a shot in the dark, but just give me a religion check.
I got a 17.
17. So as you sit there and clear your mind, hoping for a sign in one way or another from Sylvanas, what is going through your mind in this moment?
Just kind of seeking guidance on the best way to approach this. Like, I think the main question that Claudia has right now, because it really decides how they're going to go about everything, is there a chance to fix this with words, or is this just a fight? And understanding of what they're walking into in that regard. Like, can this be fixed with diplomacy? Is this just going to be a fight? Just accept that.
With a 17, as you sit there hoping, praying for an answer, you get no response. Nothing jumps out about anything around you, or no vision, nothing direct comes to you.
Okay. Claudia's gonna
Thanks, Sylvanas.
Yeah, right.
dust herself off and
Blame the
return back to
blame the
she's not
multi-class.
upset by it because like just the other she'd heard from other clerics that it's very rare for GDs to even speak directly to clerics, and that the fact that it's happened twice to her within such a short period of time, like she's accepting of it. She's like, okay, you told me what you need from me, and I just need to figure out how to proceed. Like, she's accepting of it. She's like, he gave me the information that I need, and I just need to go forward from here. So Claudia emerges, and because of the group, let's go now. I didn't get any further advice from Sylvanas, but I think my dream the other night told me everything I need to know. And that I want to go in. I don't want to trick them. I just want to speak with their leader and understand how he made so many bad decisions for this group, and if he's willing to try to set things right. That's what I want.
So I say, what was that?
Oh no, I just said then let's try.
Do you want us to have a couple people waiting in the back line of the woods in case things go south, so we have a vantage point, or should we all just stroll up, kind of show forward? As
I
bodyguards
like
almost.
that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll go up with the rest of the shifters.
And we'll all hang back.
Yeah.
Are
You should
Okay.
take at least one of us with you. You should take at least one of us with you in case things go south. If you want to.
I swear I will
If
not
you want to
start
go on your
swinging
own, that's
until
on you.
that happens.
Claudia just looked at Brittany like, I don't trust you.
Right.
Swinging until something.
It is understandable, but
If you get in a bad fight, you're gonna want Brunier or me with you. I'll tell you that.
I was gonna say, I'm almost saying Gox can go with you.
And then
Goxon's flexing in the corner.
Claudia's gonna look at Goxon and be like, you could teleport everyone in potentially.
Not everyone. Not everyone. I can I know Misty Step myself, and Fenrir has a version of that. So if somebody climbs aboard Fenrir, him and another will be able to go, and then I will be able to go by myself, but not everyone.
Okay. So I'll approach with the rest of the shifters in an attempt to make parlay.
Oh,
with the
before you
leaders
go,
there.
before you go, Bin will give you bardic inspiration.
Oh, thanks. How high is that running these days?
Yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting I have that. It's 1d8.
She says as she
Damn.
never casts guidance on anyone.
You know what the
I
problem is?
know.
But by the time we start combat,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
already too late for me to do.
You remembered now. That's the important part.
I guess.
So just for clarity, are you all approaching, like, how close is everyone getting? Like, are you guys, because right now you're
Where are
about
the
a
goddamn
2-hour
trees?
walk away, so are you guys continuing
Poor
through the
trees.
journey and getting as close as you can before it gets to the point where someone might notice you, and then that's when you're having Claudia go up first?
I would
Um,
assume it would be.
I'm gonna get as
you-
close as I can.
Yeah, I suppose.
Can I roll for? Do I roll for stealth?
Well,
I
that's
want to be.
Yeah, we're
in
gonna get
sneak
we're gonna
mode.
get counter ambushed now.
Well, that's why I'm asking, because I want to know who is actually approaching. So when I go into detail about like what you guys see, we know who
Yeah.
is seeing this and we know who is where.
Right.
I think Claudia Bernier and the shifters.
Well, I would assume it'd be Claudia, your mom, Claudia's mom, the
Mhm.
shifters, and then I don't know. Do you want me there? Or do you want me in the back of all you guys?
Like I said, just to be clear, you guys are still like 2 hours out. So how
Yeah.
close is like the group
we're still
getting?
pushing forward.
Yeah.
I say let's push forward, and I'll cast Pass Without a Trace on us now, and get us like an hour closer.
Okay.
Wait, so effective changes at all from that.
Okay. So
This-
with Pass Without a Trace active, everyone roll a stealth check and then add 10.
Oh no.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
14.
14.
Okay.
That was a
Wait,
nat
you
1
said-
though, right? Yeah, it was.
I got a
Okay.
26.
You said add 10, so that's
Whatever your-
automatically-
Plus like all, because she cast Pass
Oh.
Without a Trace on everybody, so you get plus
Okay.
10 to whatever your stealth
My
check is.
goddamn bells are so loud.
Okay. So I got 16 plus 10, so that's 26 plus another 10.
It's
Yep.
just
30.
invisible just
I'm
invisible
basically
jingling
a-
deep in the woods.
I'm just stealth. I'm 36.
Okay,
30
and I'm just gonna
percent.
roll a bunch of D's for them. Okay.
Roll some D's on
okay.
that bit.
Alright. So I will just say for the shifters, as they kind of get the message on how you guys are approaching this, they immediately kind of jump back into their natural instincts. And although the people that you guys are with are women a little bit on the older side, they still have that natural instinct, and they drop down into like a very stealthy maneuver through forests. Like they've done this a million times, and nothing as far as they're concerned. No, none of them are jeopardizing the stealth. They definitely are not noticed over the clunkiness that is Bin. What did everybody else roll?
Thank God.
26.
19.
And Claudia? Okay, perfect. So yeah, as you guys navigate through the forest, you're probably like an hour out from the tree. And yeah, as far as you guys have seen, you have not been detected. You haven't seen any movement. I will say that as you get closer, you can start seeing now through the tree lines. You can kind of see a small path that has now formed that is leading towards your what you believe to be the destination. And you can see through the woods a slight green glow, similar to what you saw up through the skyline. So you know you're an hour out and you are getting closer and closer.
I'm gonna do another round of
You're making time.
I'll stop.
to get us closer. What are you doing?
I'm just fucking around. I'm sorry.
It's art.
This is the grandfather tree.
It's glowing green.
It's glowing green.
When you haven't killed anybody in 2 hours and the ADD starts kicking in.
I know, it's just me
Literally.
and
We
Jeremy.
could be shopping.
I know.
So second cast out the trace is applied, so we have our other hour.
Do you want me to roll again for that?
The tree is sick.
Yeah, everyone give me one more stealth check now.
Another stealth check.
And that's with past orders?
19.
Yeah.
Plus 10.
Plus 10?
Thank God.
16.
19.
That could have been bad.
I'm rolling real fucking good tonight, and there's no combat. I'm really mad
27.
about it.
Okay.
27 stealth check.
Dirty
So
20.
beautiful. So as you guys navigate through and you get closer and closer, you're feeling pretty good. Everybody's gotten kind of the gist of how to move through this forest. One of the shifters, however, though, as you guys get to the end of the woods and the path begins to open out in front of you, you're not out into the clearing, the small clearing ahead of you yet. You're still in the woods. One of the shifters you hear stumble and smashes their face down onto the ground. They rolled a nat 1, and you hear a loud crack. And as you guys all kind of shoot over and look, you see the shifter has tripped over some vines that have kind of grown out of the ground. And the vine that they smacked their face on, you can see has this black necrosis, and it kind of just, it hit, made a loud snapping noise, and then just crumbled. And as you can see, just this decayed ooze kind of pouring out of the broken necrotic vine.
That's not good.
Then we'll sigh with relief that it wasn't him this time.
It disintegrated the shifter?
No, the vine that it tripped on a vine, fell, and smacked its face on another vine, and that vine kind of was like necrotic and kind of just oozed out this like black,
okay.
like
So it's just not
pussy.
healthy. Okay.
Yeah, and you can see a little bit of
I know. It's all my fault.
you can
Okay,
see a little
sorry.
bit of blood kind of trickling from her nose as she gets up and she goes, "Oh fuck, I'm so sorry, and she kind of just like tries to recompose herself and gets back down next to the wagon.
There's cancer in that fucking Decker
Oh yeah.
There's evil in them hills.
And at this
do like a
point,
nature check or anything, right?
you
Y'all
can
do that?
you can try.
I mean, you can tell it's bad.
Yeah, it's like you could tell it's bad. I
It's-
guess.
It's glowing
You're over it.
green
You're
and
over it.
it's glowing green and oozing.
Well, I got a nat 1, so I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at.
You just
You-
know it's not good.
With a nat 1, you
I
know
know it's
that
bad.
black pus usually doesn't come out of a root.
Yeah.
And
Outside?
you guys
That
are
thing's
close enough now that as you look up at this tree, kind of, I'm assuming waiting to see if that sound kind of caused any level of disturbance. As you look up, this tree is monstrous. It's like the size of a skyscraper. And you can
wow.
see a small wooden, like roped kind of ladder going up around it. And as you look up, you can see all of these houses and everything just up higher and higher outside of, like, past the skyline. And as you begin looking up, you see a shifter kind of looking down at you guys, and you make eye contact with it, and then it kind of steps back away from, because there's like platforms where all the, like, at certain levels, think like there's like 2 flights of stairs and then a platform with a couple houses and buildings, and then it just keeps going up, spiraling around. So you see a shifter kind of look over, and they have like a spear in their hands, They look over, make eye contact with you guys, and step back out of your view.
Great.
I'm gonna have Goxon look at Claudia and just go, "Do you want me to follow?"
I'm trying to think of just since you're the most mobile of the group, like you can hang back and you know
Mm-hmm.
zap forward really quickly.
Yara?
I mean, I think you've got your audience now.
Tell me more.
um. At this point, they've already seen us.
Fair enough.
All of us. They don't know how many people are here. So if I show up, just
Well,
me and the ship.
one of them has seen us.
Yeah.
How far was that shifter away from the group, do you think?
It was the
Is it in 1
equivalent of
mile?
like 2 stories up.
Okay.
So how many?
Is that a mile?
That'd be 16 feet-ish.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, I can get up there and
A
silence
story?
that motherfucker, but that's on you. This is I don't want to fuck up your shit.
I'll
Now-
kill him, but that's on you.
Yeah, but that's on you. That's on you. I'm just a dog sticking on him. That's all it is.
Right. I was just following orders.
That's all it is. Well, follow
I didn't remember where it was.
I can use the psychic blade. I can use the psychic blade. They're what, 16 feet up? I
Why are
can
we
use the
murdering
psychic
him?
blade and
Well, they're
throw- I don't
two.
know. I don't
They're
know.
2 stories up, and you're not directly under him, so it's at more of an angle. So it's gonna be.
My idea was just kind of like teleport up there. If you want me, I can fucking quiet him. I don't have to kill him. But it was just a suggestion. We can consider.
So
You can
for
intimidate,
reference, I mean, it's
Does
a
anyone have any
2-story house is typically somewhere between 16 and 35 feet. So I would say it's probably closer. We'll just say like 30 feet up, and plus you guys are another like just say like 60 feet away. So
Ow.
I was say I could use hold person, but that's 60 feet with the range. So, but I mean that moment's like past. Like that moment's like gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we can just continue to.
so what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna.
I guess we just let him go.
What if he tells his little friends?
Then we get to do what Jeremy's itching to do anyway.
That's been a
You mean-
long,
you mean
boring.
Claudia's just gonna be like, I can bring the shifters in forward now. It's up to you. If you all might have been seen already, so if you want to hang back, you're more than welcome to. But
I think a show of force might be good if we follow you.
Yeah.
Not necessarily attack on sight, but just showing that we have the numbers and we can retaliate. Now that they know we're here anyway, they're gonna know we're in the tree
Yeah.
line. They can pincer us. We don't want that.
All right. Well, before
So,
you go anywhere,
Claudia's gonna walk toward your grandfather too, with the rest of the shifters and everyone in tow.
Right.
Okay. Is everyone following behind her?
Yeah.
I don't know,
Okay,
Brittany, did you? I think Brittany was gonna say something.
Mm-hmm.
Brittany?
I'm gonna use well, I guess before you go,
Fireball.
yeah, we're gonna burn this fucking tree down. I just imagine what's that tree in that game?
Elder?
Oh my god. Yeah,
Very
I'm
cool.
imagining it being like a fucking massive tree
I
like that. That's, like, what's
guarantee,
going on
I
in my-
promise you, the reference in this tree, none of you will get.
I mean, I instantly just
Gonna
thought
be
Deku Tree
from
in Ocarina of
Zelda.
Time when fucking it's being corrupted slowly.
Okay,
That's
well,
what I
before we
initially
go in
thought,
there,
but
Zip
it
is
doesn't
gonna
matter.
use. I guess if we do split up, I'm gonna use the psychic whispers. I guess on Claudia, it's gonna last for 7 hours, and so it's good for 1 mile, which I just looked up is 5,280 feet. So
Jesus
I think
Christ.
we're- So
Yeah.
Look at this
it's 1
like
mile. So
Zip
I have
is
to be
just a
within-
long-range telecommunications officer.
I
Yeah.
mean, if we have to split up, it's the only way that we're gonna know exactly. Like, if you go in somewhere, I'm gonna want to know what's going on. Then I can relay it. Then we can come in and help you if we need to. If we aren't following you, you know what I'm saying? Are we
Yeah.
trying to still sneak around? Is the clap of our
We're
ass
already
cheeks
here.
gonna alert the guards?
I mean, someone already saw you, if you're asking me.
Yeah.
All right.
so
Well,
at this point, we might as
still.
well just go forward.
For a penny.
So we're here to talk
Alright,
to
well.
Fang.
Yeah.
Vernier is going to cast Thaumaturgy, and he is going to cause a tremor. And it says you cause harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute. And he's gonna go up to the tree. He's gonna start shaking it.
Ooh.
Okay. Give me a
Gonna make this
dex.
whole
Give me a dex saving throw, please.
I will-
Oh,
What were you looking
God.
at?
Whenever
What
I
are you
do
looking
that-
at in that window? Just shaking the tree.
I will just remind you that
I'm just gonna be like, show yourself back. They're so just to remind you, it says harmless tremors, so it's not like a severe earthquake.
I know.
We're gonna fucking break this tree.
This tree is also, I want to reiterate, this tree is massive. Like, massive.
Yeah.
Enough that it has houses
It's like I'm
on
assuming
the
it's like
branches.
a building. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a building.
This reminds me of like
pretty good
what are
picture in the chat.
one of those things in Star Wars
17.
in like the trees.
17. So
You
as
Yeah.
you as you start screaming, show yourself, and you create these tremors, and you grab on and you try to dig into the tree and attempt to shake it with all your strength at the moment, not raging. You don't feel anything. But as you look up, you see a small chunk of that necrotic bark fall towards you, and you quick kind of move out of the way, and it falls next to you, hits the ground. It's just almost in like a splat, kind of just explodes outward, and that black ooze kind of just spreads across the grass.
Shit, we need the Power Rangers.
We should take some of this and coat our weapons in it. No, wait. We could.
I will not be doing that.
I like where your head is at, Purple Trippy One. Who has a vial? Oh, that's cool.
Alright, so what are we doing, gang?
Dude, I say we just start walking up those steps. I'll take the lead. They know we're here.
I was
Might as well.
letting Claudia take the lead just because, you know,
Oh, okay.
I don't know what we're gonna see.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm gonna start swinging. I'm gonna start swinging if I'm in the front. I'm gonna start swinging the person.
Yeah.
Claudia's gonna walk over to the rest of the shifters.
I'm Mac.
Okay.
I'm Claudia's personal bodyguard.
Fucking genocide Goxon over here.
Ocular pat down.
Yeah, left and right, baby. Pat downs left and right.
All right, so give me a marching order. Claudia up front, I'm assuming.
Yeah, with the rest of the shifters.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's
Can we see a
Claudia.
map for this?
I think he's trying to get there.
We're working on it.
I think we gotta get there.
So sometimes imagination is key.
Theater of mind.
Theater of
That
mind.
Cool.
So, Legend of Legaia. Anyone? No. Okay.
Nope, sorry.
Didn't think so.
Is that from like the place?
You
Is that like a
fucking nerd.
PlayStation game?
I only
Yep.
know of the name from my brother and you. From when I
Yep.
was a child.
Dope game. Bought
know
it.
the
It was
name, I didn't know.
RPG where you basically have to put in punch and kick commands to do special abilities on your turn, which drags out combat painfully.
You nerd. I have no idea what this game is.
A dope game, love it. It was on a demo disc for my PlayStation 1, and I rented it at Summit Video. Shout out to Summit Video up the mountain. And it was real
Oh,
fucking
wow.
hard as an 8-year-old.
Those demo discs fucking are ingrained in my memory.
Oh.
There's a
Yeah.
specific game, we'll talk about another time, one of those demo discs with my brother. To this day, I don't know the name of that game, but we'll talk about it.
We'll find it. My autism
I
will go
would love to
buck
find
wild,
it.
and we'll figure it
I
out.
would love to. Yeah.
A zip is nothing but an ant to this massive fucking tree, and
Yeah, it-
she's
Pretty
low
not
key
reach-
sweating,
yeah.
looking up at it.
Yeah, so as you guys approach this tree, and you go up this large planked pathway, it's about 15 feet wide, and you guys start walking up. Claudia leading the charge, the shifters behind her, everyone else behind
Can
the
Bin-
shifters. I'm
Can
assuming.
Bin be as far back as possible?
Yeah, it's whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm Bin is in the far back.
Okay,
Spooked.
so
I'll be in front of it.
So as you guys are making your way up, you come up. You can see there's like a kind of like a little hill up ahead that plateaus where you had seen that shifter. So as you make your way up and you see a small house, you see that shifter, and he's standing there holding a spear with his back against a small house, and he's just not moving. And you can see, Claudia, as you approach onto this plateau, that he has those markings that you've seen prior. But he's not transformed, he's a shifter. He has not moved or reacted to you coming up. He's just standing there, holding a spear back against this hut.
She's gonna look at him and just say, "We're here to see Fang. We've come from Kars."
Give me a perception check real quick.
I was gonna ask if I could do a perception check too. I just didn't want to interrupt. I want to see if there's anyone hiding out.
Are
Can
you?
I cast guidance?
He also
Is-
has the bardic inspiration.
Oh, okay, never mind. There it is.
He looks at the 12.
You can add a 1d8 to that.
Use it for that? Can I retroactively cast guidance on myself?
Nope.
Chess moves.
Ah,
Chess moves. I'll go to peace.
That's an 8. So,
Oh, nice.
dirty 20.
oh,
Nice.
There you go.
So you
Woo!
notice, as you approach him and ask where Fang is, you notice the tattoos, the symbol of Malar with like a little bit of almost like that chaos shardy kind of looking material in the center. And you notice inside the hut, there's a quick movement, and you can see that there's multiple wood elves kind of packed into there. And they're kind of all sitting down in the corner, kind of like just cowering, essentially. And when you say, "Where's Fang?" he just looks at you and recognizes you after a moment, realizing that you are one of his fellow hunters. And I would assume you would probably recognize him as well, just another person part of the tribe that would go out on hunting parties. And he says, "Fang is at the top."
Jesus.
I'm gonna be listening, but I'm gonna be muted. I know that.
Okay. Claudia is going to
Yeah, ask him to come down.
Rapunzel.
Right.
We're gonna spend the entire session going up fucking stairs.
I know.
Do we just want to go up and see him? Or actually, should we see what's going on with these elves?
Yeah, Claudia's just gonna ask about the wood elves.
He looks back at the glass.
How many more,
Oh,
how
go
many
ahead.
more huts full of wood elves are there like this?
I didn't bother to count, but a lot of them. They'll be taken care of, don't worry. Fang has it under control.
Claudia nods and like I want to bring the prisoners free from Kars to him, so I'll continue up those stairs.
He just gives you a nod and
Uh-huh.
doesn't stop you guys from continuing on your way.
Can I do a perception check just to see like the health condition of the elves?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, cool. 21.
Okay, so I'll say as you guys continue past him, Brunier takes a moment to slowly kind of like walk past the window and take an extra second to peer in. You can tell they got beat up. They did not get forced into this hut, or they didn't get put in this hut willingly. There was definitely some type of struggle. They're not bleeding out, but they've definitely been smacked around and forced into that. You can see some cuts and scrapes. Their collars maybe are like ripped a little bit. They definitely were manhandled to be put into this hut.
Brunier's gonna notice that, and then just like spit at the foot of the shifter who's guarding them, and just say "coward," and then keep walking.
Okay.
Jackson is going to kind of. Is there a way I can roll to like stealthily speak to her so the guards won't hear what I'm saying?
To Claudia?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would say so. You guys are on this plateau, and if you're continuing past, it's bringing you up another set of like ramps or steps rather that will bring you to the next plateau. So within that time that you're on those steps, you can speak freely, and there's not going to be any other shifters that will overhear you.
Goxon's gonna look over at Claudia and he's gonna say, "My vow will not let me leave those elves here. We have to act quickly."
Are we speaking openly, or are you whispering?
At this point, I'm speaking somewhat openly, quiet enough where the guards above and below don't hear, but you guys.
Right.
My oath.
Go ahead.
Sorry, not my vow. My oath.
I'm worried about making too much noise down at the bottom and making it a harder fight for us to get to the top.
Yeah.
But do what you have to and do it quietly. How can I help?
It is easier to fight down than it is to fight up.
I agree. It's tough because I would need your permission, but with your permission, I could stay maybe on the lower level with Fenrir, and if things pop off, have a Zip contact me with her mind powers, and I'll know
Yeah?
to barge in and save them.
I will say, I don't know how, just so you're aware of the sheer size of this tree, you've counted probably about 15 platforms, and there's essentially like a 2-story gap in between each one of them. So you're talking like a 300-foot climb to the top. So that's not something that's going to happen quickly in a combat sense.
Yeah.
Ben will reach over and kind of, well, he's like, I could disguise myself as someone in the cult and tell them to release the wood elves.
Now that could be an idea, but I fear that they most likely have wood elves all along going up this tower.
Yeah, they might not be the only ones.
Yeah,
You
for
also
now, I
are
guess
in view of said person who will see Ben shift into a
No, I'm in the
creeper.
back.
I thought we were in between. I thought we were in between.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm in the back, remember?
Well, so like platform, right?
What's
Stairs coming up, and you got to remember it's wrapping around the tree, so you're going up away from him. So he
I
does.
just
He
come
might
back
not be
and
able to
it's
hear
miserable.
you, but he has clear sight of you at the moment.
Gotcha. Okay.
What if we knock him out?
I'd like to
Um,
imagine that Ben's disguise is like Roger from American Dad. Like, it's really bad.
Obviously him, but no one else.
Yeah.
Goxon's gonna look at Claudia and he's gonna say, "All right, for now I'll have to wait. But if things do pop off, I'll teleport down to the furthest I can make it to try to save as many as I can."
Why don't we strap him to the milk?
Strap
Because we
him to
bring
the-
that everywhere with us.
the milking table.
Yeah.
Ben does hold you up again. He pulls a jar from inside his bag. He does have some astral powder.
Oh,
I do have
he can strip his balls off.
Say the word, and I will use my charisma to get them out of there. But I will
It's-
say again, I'm pretty sure they will not be the only ones.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. They.
I have every intention of bring as many people as soon as we get down from the top. I think we have to make
We
it
have
up there
no,
first.
yeah, we probably have to get up there and figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without starting to wait
Right. It is too soon.
we're on these platforms.
Yeah, we will get them on the way out.
I wish we all had like invisibility potions. It's like you just walk up there, fucking invisibly.
So
Put them in door.
I will expedite this without dragging it out too much. I'm assuming you guys are going to continue making your way up to the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, as you guys continue your way up this, once again, massive tree, at every platform there is yet another house or building, and as you walk by, it's the same thing every single time. There's a shifter outside. Claudia recognizes him from the hunting parties. They're covered in the tattoos. Still their shifter self, though they haven't transformed just yet. And you continue making your way up, around, until you begin coming up towards the top. And it kind of doesn't wrap around anymore. It now wraps inward to the tree and up. So are you guys moving on into the top chamber of this structure?
I say yes.
Okay. I'm going to pause this for one moment.
And your Goxen, you're with us as well. Still with us?
Mhm.
Or...
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pee real quick, actually. I'll leave you guys on suspense for a moment.
Fair enough.
What do we like? I wonder.
I think the problem is we just can't formulate a plan until we get to the very top and see what's going on. Because the problem is they're gonna go insane. They're gonna go insano style the second we do something.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
trying to like make a little like comment, so Gotcha was kind of
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
dude.
Absolutely.
Like,
I didn't mean
I was
to
doing
derail
the
it,
exact
we all-
same thing.
Yeah.
You
it was
know,
just
Oh, no,
really
we-
like-
You said that you have to like. It's like your duty to save these.
his oath will not let him turn his back on those people. That's what, and that's all you know. Is about it.
Ben has a moment of doubt that he's like, "Are you not Goxen?"
Because if you don't
Good question.
follow through on your oath, then you're a what's the word?
Then you're an oath breaker.
Yeah, oathbreaker paladin.
And he's an
And
oath breaker,
no one
and he's even cooler.
I know,
No one
right?
Well, but nobody has asked about what this oath is or really dove into his details. I
Mm.
like the current details. I like it a lot, and I don't want to see it.
Yeah, there's still a lot to unpack with the redeemed Goxen, and I will be in the corner with popcorn watching all of it because I'm very excited. There's some shit snuck in there that Jeremy has no fucking idea, and I'm just like,
Oh shit.
Oh,
so we'll see. We'll see. It's only gonna come out in roleplay, and you have no fucking idea what I'm talking about.
Not done
Oh,
yet.
man.
I have some ideas. I'm just I'm not trying to.
I don't know if you do. I don't know.
I guess I'll see.
I don't know. But
Famous
So-
last words.
so, as you guys walk up into this final chamber, you come up to this massive plateau, and unlike everything else being made of wood, this is beautiful elven cobblestone, and you look out and it's this massive circle, all of these different statues kind of built around the outside of it. And on the opposite direction, there are, inside of the tree, there's this huge archway, and you can see into the tree. and you can see 3 silhouettes. 2 of them are facing inward, and 1 has its back to you guys. And they are standing in front of this huge fountain. And this fountain is spraying up this magical bright green liquid. And it's shooting up into the sky, and you can see the roof of the, like the owl kind of holes on a tree?
Yeah.
That's kind of what this is. And you can see these like tendrils of roots hanging from the ceiling that they are in. And it's collecting all of this magical water that is shooting up into the air. And this glowing green water is very similar to the natural glow that this tree has. And you can see them they're holding hands in a half circle, and they have their heads down, and they are kind of doing some type of chant. And as the water shoots up, some of it is turning black and viscous as it latches onto these rooted tendrils. And when it does, you can see the rooted tendrils turn black and begin to decay and kind of crumble apart. And as you guys walk up and see this scene, you can see one of them turn their head and look towards you guys. And then the other 2 turn and look. The one with its back turns and looks towards you guys. And the one stops what it's doing and points. And the silhouette that is now facing you guys runs and leaps out and lands, smashing into the ground. And before you, you can see Fang. He's covered in these massive tattoos. He's significantly more muscular than Claudia would remember. You're used to him using these dual daggers. He now has this massive great axe on his back. And you look up and you see one of the figures that is silhouetted puts his hand out. And I need Jeremy. Oh, I'm sorry, I used your real names. Fuck. I need Goxen,
Whoopsie.
Azip, Bernier, and Bin. So everyone with the exception of Claudia. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving. Fudge.
My
You would have thought my strength.
almost. I'll just do it virtually. Fuck it.
Oh no,
It's
he's
gonna
not.
be an 18.
4.
I just roll a d20 and then use my saving throw.
11.
I should have fucking took mage
Jeremy, this is why I yelled at you for having a fucking crazy.
I have crazy
Crazy.
saving throws. I have crazy saving throws. You guys don't know how long I
Oh.
thought about this fucking build. when I
It's
was making
stupid. So I'm assuming Jeremy's the only one that rolled an 18, correct?
I got a 15.
Yeah, I rolled
Yeah, I
a
got a-
4.
I got a
18
15.
was the
Got an
DC.
11.
So as you
Well,
guys take in this scene, you feel when you see his hand raised, you feel your bodies stiffen and freeze in place. He has cast Hold Person on you. Jeremy, you feel it wash over you in that moment, and somehow you are able to shake it off. And what
Do I
you
need to do a roll for Fenrir? Sorry, I didn't do that.
That is a very good question, actually. I will say yes. And while you're doing that, I will say that as you guys look on this scene, the stonework, the statues, everything in this area, you can see these rotted roots have begun to kind of envelop everything. And the people that failed the Hold Person spell, you can see the roots slowly beginning to grow up over your feet and begin crawling up your legs as you are no longer able to move and shake them off.
It was a 16 is what Fenrir got.
Okay, so Fenrir is also frozen in place. And same thing, you can see these these rooted black tendrils beginning to wrap up around his paws. And Fang looks up at Claudia and just says, "You finally made it back."
do a quick little action?
You can do
Or
whatever
should I
you
tell
want.
him?
He hasn't done anything. He's just talking shit.
Okay. Would it be safe to say I'm close to Brunier? Who am I next to right now?
No, you're by your
So
mom.
the marching order that was presented to me was Claudia in the front, Bin in the back, a Zip in front of him, Brunier and Goxon. I don't know. You guys were somewhere in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If Brunier's in touching distance, I could lesser restoration, at least get you unparalyzed.
I think you can hold on for right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think you have time. We're in the talking phase,
Okay.
and I'll re-roll the saving throw eventually.
Okay.
Above table. Sorry, I don't want to metagame, but
Well, isn't so everyone is held except me, correct?
Except for Goxon and Claudia. Claudia was not
Okay.
Claudia was not targeted on the hold
Okay, gotcha,
person.
gotcha.
Everyone else was. And yeah,
I
like I
would
said,
say
Fang
just
has. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say just for fun, Goxon, seeing that Claudia was the only one that's not, is gonna kind of rush to her side. He's gonna draw his sword, but standing ready. You know, not just gonna stand there like, ooh.
So as Goxon appears ready next to Claudia, Claudia not responding to his immediate words, he looks at Goxon and looks back at Claudia and says, "You've always needed friends to save you because you're weak. I should have let you die in those woods."
Claudia's gonna say you did leave me to die in those woods.
I should have finished the job. I didn't expect anybody to come save you. You are not worth the blood that runs through your veins.
The only reason you ascended to the role you have is based on a lie. You took credit for the kill that I made. It's what you built your entire around. And you sold out our people into slavery.
I sold
I
out. I made a.
Rescued.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh yeah, like I rescued our fellow shifters from Karst. They were left there to run mines to get astral powder to further enslave our people with the tattoos that Nicole has given you.
These tattoos, and he kind of like pulls his skin, and you can see the tattoo. Like he pulls open his shirt a little bit more, and he just says, "These tattoos are what's going to unlock our full potential. This deal was only temporary. I was searching for a better home for us while you died in the woods over nothing. I made a deal with them," and he points to the two silhouetted figures. "They came to save us. I struck a deal. This will be our new home. We will not have to fight for scraps anymore. Our race will be taken seriously the way it should be. And I've earned every step of the way. Every sacrifice has weighed on my shoulders and my shoulders alone. And what have you done for our people? But run and hide."
Claudia's gonna point around to the rotting tree and be like, "We don't belong here. Like the very ground we stand on is rejecting our presence here. This isn't a sanctuary for our people.
Once the
This is someone
spell
else's home."
Once the spell is over, it will be our sanctuary. They are helping us one final time, and then we can continue doing it is what we do. We just have a small hurdle, and everything will be ours. And we will be safe. And we won't have to fight, and we won't have to wait for these portals that never show. These two will guide us to a better life. They just need the chance to do so.
Claudia's gonna shake her head. She's like, they're gonna use you like the attack dog that you are. Once it's all said and done, they won't set you free. They won't set our people free. They'll continue using us to their ends. That's all I've seen in every encounter across this continent. We're just pawns to them.
You are just a pawn. I am so much more. And yeah, I think that's time that we roll initiative, right?
Yeah.
Unless you want.
So
Oh, go ahead.
I wanted to ask, while they were talking, is there a way I was allowed to do like an action, or like, is there anything I'm allowed to do while they were talking?
Depends on what it is. Yeah, for sure.
So if it's about to go down, it depends, right? So when Goxon first got out of line to get up next to Claudia, I wanted him to cast Spirit Charge. But also, if I know it was about to go down, I was gonna have Goxon look at Claudia and tell her to say the word, and she said the word, I was like, Misty Step. Okay.
That is entirely up to Claudia. As this conversation is going on, and Goxon whispers in your ear, "Say the word." How do you respond? I'll say he says that, like, on that last bit of conversation, we won't roll initiative. You know, we can continue the conversation, but Goxon kind of
Yeah, I didn't want to
interjects.
cut off. Like,
Yeah,
fire,
Goxon
you know?
kind of interjects at the end of that, and says, "Say the word." So, you know, you can either respond to him saying that he's not the pawn and he's more, or, you know, whatever you want to do from there.
Edward Jerry was going to do if I said the word. I'm so sorry. You're a little muffled.
I would cast Misty Step so I could get closer to Fang, to kind of try to interrupt
Oh, yeah,
this
I'm
one
fine with that.
person's spell. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So I'm assuming it's cool that I do that and then we roll initiative, I guess.
Yeah,
And
we can
then-
do that.
We have one last action before we roll initiative. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll say that you say the word, he Misty Steps, goes to attack, and while that moment happens, you do whatever your action is.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on Brunier since he's the closest,
Okay.
and then I'll get it on the whole person.
So you reach out and you put a... Oh, go ahead.
No, do I have to roll anything, or
No.
I just?
No, I think it just happens for Lesser Restoration.
Cool.
So
it's
so
just I just got
So Claudia says, you know, gives Goxon a nod, reaches out, puts her hand on Brunier, casts Lesser Restoration. Goxon Misty Steps, and give me an attack roll, and then we'll roll initiative.
You want me to do an attack roll?
Yeah.
Works
Yep,
for me. Alright. Hit DC, rolling right now. That's gonna be a build 25.
Jesus Christ, that definitely hits.
Less over here. Look for doing less over here. And we roll damage.
Fang is
on that.
instantly decapitated.
11 damage,
Right.
but remember, I get 2 actions with this blade.
I will
So-
say, because it's a sneak attack, we'll only do one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just be,
He stabs him twice as he continuing.
um,
Like a
I mean-
Skyrim stealth bear.
yeah, okay, cool. So we will roll initiative at that moment.
In whole person, am I like, am I aware of what's going on? I just
Yeah, you can hear everything, you just can't talk or move, really. But you're aware of, like, what's going on.
You heard everything.
Now, let me ask you this. When I attacked him, it hit, and I did that 11 damage, did it break his concentration and reducing the whole person?
That's what I'm rolling for. Oh, no, it
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. For him, no, he's not the one that cast it. One of the
Oh.
silhouettes in the tree has.
Silhouette.
There's two figures that are
three.
up
Yeah.
behind. Do you see, like, it's not a 1-to-1 image, but this was the closest I could find at the moment. But, like, just
Those
back.
doors.
Yeah, but instead of, like, it being two, it's essentially like one large one kind of in this area. I don't know if you can see.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's just like one big door right there, and behind the statue you can see two silhouettes. and the one has his hand out and is cast, and the other one is still doing some type of ritual at that well.
We're going by chess rules. I guess I can't take it back. I wanted to try to free them though, but okay.
Well, I mean, you got the attack.
Yeah.
Just go right at this point.
Yeah, we're already here.
Right.
I'll get you guys free from that whole thing. I'm gonna free. Poor Fenrir's over there squealing.
And then
Do we roll now?
Yeah, so everyone roll initiative, please.
Great. Now I'm gonna get a great.
That's
Now I'm gonna
be
roll
a
great.
14.
Oh, a dirty 20.
Got 22.
Is this Sephiroth thing?
Yep.
Way, dude.
One Wang Angel. Let's do this.
It wasn't supposed to play yet, but it's fine.
I literally have advantage on initiative rolls. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh no.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
What's your what's your
There's been too
initiative
many
then? 4?
emotions. There's been too many emotions in the session. Brunier's just whipped it.
4. That's my roll. 4.
And Goxen, what was yours?
14.
14. Okay, so I'm gonna put Fenrir at
Son of
14
a-
as well. Claudia, what's yours? Claudia, what's your initiative?
Oh, I got a 6.
Oh no. Alright. Off to a
I'm
good
guessing
start.
Brunier doesn't have a lot of time to react after the lesser restoration into initiative rolls.
No, we're going because it happens all simultaneously, so we're going right into it.
That's fine.
So we are starting off apparently with a zip, and a zip. Where did I write it down? On your turn, you are currently held frozen in place, and you can't move, you can't speak, you can't do anything. But you do feel those vines that have kind of wrapped around your feet. You begin them spreading upwards, and as they spread upwards, you can feel them tightening around your calves. Now they're up towards your knees, and you can feel all of these like almost thorns digging into your calves, and you are going to take 2d6 piercing damage. And I will say, Brunier, as the whole person comes free and you begin like moving, they immediately break off from you.
Oh, okay.
So Zip, you take 9 piercing damage. And then Bin, same thing. As you stand there, they begin wrapping up around you, and you will also take 2d6 damage. That is 10 damage.
Wonderful.
Fenrir,
Do they each roll to break it at the end of their turn or no?
they can't because they're frozen in place.
Okay. Oh yeah, I guess next round that makes sense.
I've turned heel.
Fair enough.
Fren-
We made it
Fren-
this far.
Fenrir takes 8 damage. And then
Hold on,
Goxen,
wait.
I'm sorry, I forgot he goes after you, but if you don't do anything to free him from the hold person, he will take 8. Just take 8 damage, and we'll have him like frozen in place, and we'll just go straight into your turn. So it's Goxen up, followed by Fang, followed by Claudia.
One moment, I just need to check. So, I'm trying to just see his health, so. Different thing for Fenrir's health. What was it, 8 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. He don't got a lot of health, because he's just a pup. That's okay. So it's my turn? Okay. I am going to, Goxen is going to, you'll never guess this, attack with his sword.
No
That's
way.
gonna be a good old 18. Does a 18 hit?
That does in
Alright,
fact hit.
I'm going to attach a level 2 Divine Smite. Just letting
Hell
you know.
yeah.
Let's roll damage for the first. That is going to be 13 plus this Divine Smite. It's going to be 9, so 13 plus 9.
The Gox and
First attack
Brunier
now.
combo needs to be studied.
It does. Now I get a second attack.
Anyway.
So rolling for hit on the second attack, that is going to be a 19.
That
So
hits.
damage for that, that is going to be 14.
14 damage.
Do you need the grand total, or do you have
I've been
it
doing it
total?
as we chip away.
Yeah.
So yeah, so your first massive strike followed with a divine smite cuts through, ripping off chunks of like his tattooed skin. Following up with the second one, he took some pretty hefty damage over the 3 attacks. He's not quite bloodied, but he's looking a little rough. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
I don't believe I can because the bonus attack was
Salt him.
So yeah.
That's it. All right, he is up, and now I have to look at a stat block that I made fucking forever ago.
You love that.
He is going to make 2 great axe attacks on Goxin. So he's
Bring it
going
on,
to.
big boy.
So he's gonna look over at Claudia, and he's going to just say, "Your new group is strong, but you know I'm stronger." And then he's going to take his great axe. As he takes it off his back, he swings it. I'm assuming a nat 20 hits, Jeremy.
Oh my god.
No, it does not. Yeah, of course it does.
And then
Bullshit. That is bullshit.
his second attack was a 16, which I think misses.
16 does not hit.
Okay.
Boyga shot. Boyga shot. What's the damage? Let's
Your party is strong, as all of them are frozen.
I know.
So that is, and I
They're
rolled.
strong.
I rolled max damage on that, so I rolled a 12.
Max?
So that it was a one. It was a 1d12, and I rolled a 12. So that's 28 damage you take as this.
Take lessons from the fucking Kars archers. What is this?
That is 22 damage as
Oh.
he like takes out this javelin, and just as he hurls it, you just see these massive arms wing it at like top speed, crashing through like your shoulder.
Claudia is JFK in the car. God.
And with
Fucking
that,
doomed.
it's the end of his turn.
Okay. So you said that the spellcasters are on either side of that statue.
They
Are
are
they
up.
hiding or are they?
No, they're like I said. The one is has his hand out and he's casted hold person. The other one is focused on the magical well.
Okay. Can I get to them with an arrow shot or no? Or
With a
not?
longbow, you can, yeah.
Yeah. Because I just don't see them on here, so I'm not sure if you when you pointed to those 2 doors, if you're saying that's where they were standing.
No,
Icons for them or no?
I do not have an icon for them. But that is okay. Like I said, they are. I just want to, because this is not an image that I like crafted. It is just one that I found. Let me see. So the archway goes. Yellow will stand out. The archway goes up, and then it loops down here. So this is all open.
One
basically.
big platform.
Yeah, that's all open, and you can see straight inside. That's where you see the well, the like tree root tendrils, and the 2 silhouettes doing their thing.
Can
Okay.
I interrupt for a moment?
Yeah.
This is 100% autism, but for anyone that's on computer, the bar of where the song is right now is Alexa.
I was wondering
Kinda
what
fucking
that
cool.
was.
It's kind
Oh
of
yeah. It's because it's a
If
Star
you
Wars
hover-
song.
Yeah.
Man, I knew that. I knew exactly what it was.
If you
Oh.
hover over it with your mouse, it actually flickers
Whoa,
like a.
yeah, it's
yeah.
fucking cool. Yeah.
I thought that
Sorry,
was a
let's-
screen glitch. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I'll get tested for autism tomorrow. But continue.
Okay.
So you're taking a shot at the person that casted Hold Person?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be the plan. I'm going to use the last of the powder keg arrows.
Interesting. Okay.
I have one last. You're probably so happy, Bobby. It's last.
It destroys the whole tree. The whole tree is gone.
We're gonna blow this shit up like Twin Towers.
Yeah, the whole tree is annihilated instantly.
Power kegs can't melt roots. The fuck?
It's not the roots I'm worried about.
Is there another mine here too, Bob?
I
This is
just-
a bad idea.
I described the scene. No, you said it. You're doing it. I ain't letting you pull this back.
Peace rules. Chess piece rules.
There's very rare times where I will say that you cannot pull back your punch. This is one of those times.
Oh god.
I described a giant magical fountain, and she's like, "I'm gonna throw a nuke in it instead."
Well, I got in that once, didn't go anywhere.
That might be worse.
That might land on me.
I need you to do me a favor, and I need you to roll to see if it explodes.
Roll for
And you better hope to God it doesn't explode.
It explodes if it's higher than 10.
Yes.
Yeah, so I got a 3.
You got a 3?
Let me tell you
Oh, thank
something.
God.
Let me tell you something.
Okay. So as you launch this arrow, it goes massively wide and it digs into the fountain itself. And you stand there for a moment wondering what you just did and if this was a good idea or not. And you hear nothing. The arrow does not go off. What else would you like to do?
Okay, I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Hail of Thorns. The 3rd level. And then I'm going to shoot just a regular arrow at spellcaster.
Okay.
And that's a 16 plus 9. So that's a 25.
That'll
Okay.
hit.
And for damage, I'm just gonna do the longbow damage first, and I'll add the Hail of Thorns damage. So it's a 1d8 plus 4. So that's 2 plus 4, so that's 6 damage so far. And then at level 3, I'm rolling 3d10s. That's a 2. A 2. That's a 1. Damn. So that's 5 plus 6, so that's 11 points of damage.
11 points total. As you see this arrow pierce into the arm of the person, it kind of flies past his hand into his shoulder. You see him stagger for a moment, and he raises his hand. He rolled a nat 20 on his saving throw, so he did not
come on.
lose focus. I wish I rolled this good as a player, because this is nuts.
Yeah, I think it's
Is-
like a minute.
Yeah, I think I literally rolled 3. What's that?
Okay, and that is my entire turn.
Okay, and then up next is Vesper, which I think
Okay.
also did we do a wisdom saving throw? Or no, because he wasn't focused on, so he's not held in place, so he's open for movement.
Was not mentioned.
Nope.
Okay, I'm going to have him move. Let's see. Let's see what his walking speed is.
And then Brunir, you're up next, and then we're back at the top of the round.
Line.
Yeah, me and Azip's very exciting turns.
I was hoping it'd be everybody personally. I wanted the 1v1 with Claudia.
That would be cool. Yeah, I
Well,
like
we
how
all
it's
get
mostly
stories.
Fang and
It'll happen eventually. Don't worry.
We're all gonna be thorned to death.
Okay, so Vesper's speed is 50 feet.
Okay.
So yeah, I can have him charge towards Fang. And let's see. Since he's charging and going a distance of greater than 20 feet towards the target, he gets an extra 1d6 damage added to it. So we'll do... have him attack Fang.
Okay.
That's with the... I think it's +7. Haven't used this in so long. A spell attack modifier. Okay. Which is +8. Okay.
Wait, no. That's your spell attack. Modifier.
Oh, okay. That's 2. For a total of 6, so he does not hit, obviously.
Nope, that misses. So as Vesper charges at him in the heat of battle with Goxen, Fang kind of just dodges and elbows him down into the ground. And is that the rest of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Brunir, you are up.
Okay. I'm guessing the turn is starting off with Brunir kind of coming to after being put in the full person.
Yeah, exactly. So you kind of, after the lesser restoration kicks in, you're able to kind of snap out of it. Like I said, you're totally conscious through the whole thing, just a matter of not being able to talk. And as you lift your feet up, you pull those branches that have begun to wrap around your feet off, and they kind of break off, and the black sludge kind of falls on the ground.
Did we do a perception check when we first came up, just to see what was going on? Like would Brunir be aware of who cast? Like, would he know that Fang cast a whole person, or does he know that there are people above too?
I mean, I didn't make anybody roll perception to see. I just painted the scene, so I think it's something that you all saw happen in the moment. So you're well aware of the two figures that are up in the.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Brunier's gonna
Chamber.
come too, and he's just I'm sick of these fucking magicians, and he's gonna obviously he's gonna come to knowing what's going on, but it's gonna be like a shock / like going into rage, and I'm going to use my instinctive pounce, which is as part of the bonus action you take to enter your rage, you can move up to half your speed.
Okay.
What would we consider half of 35?
I would assume rounded down. So what's that? 15.
Like 15?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I'll get here, and then honestly, I'll use that 15 to get here, and then I'll use yeah, and then he's gonna gauge what's the
He's 7.
are the mages in range at all, or they're not even, or the silhouettes?
I mean, they're about like from where you are. They're about like 60 feet plus elevation, so like closer to like I would say like there's probably like a 15-20 foot cliff by that statue, so you're looking at like a 75 foot. Claudia was able to hit her because she has a longbow, and the longbow's range is insane.
Okay.
But they are a fair amount of distance away.
Yeah, Brunier's gonna realize that as he runs up, and then he's gonna see Fang, and he's gonna use the rest of his movement. And yeah, I'm gonna say Brunier's probably about like 16 feet tall, like he's in full giant.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna look like he'll take the heat for your bosses. And he's gonna do his double swings on Maul. With his Maul. Reckless.
I said goodbye, thanks.
Yeah. That's gonna be a 23 on the first attack.
God.
That'll hit. Have to delete this dude. The guy that was designed for a 1v1 combat.
Yeah. That's
Like Claudia, it's clearly Claudia's fight, and they're like, yeah, and then Goxon and Bruni get to it.
Yeah.
They're just happy
To
to
be fair, to be fair, I did ask her, hey, let me know what you want me to do here. I said, all right, bet.
So that's 15.
You start jumping that motherfucker.
16. 26 damage on the first hit, and he has to make a Constitution saving throw. That is, and he has to beat a 19,
Okay.
or else he's knocked prone.
He is knocked prone. He failed. So he's knocked prone.
Okay. And and then Brunier, he's gonna take a second swing on Fang, but right before he does, he's gonna shout to the two above, and he's just gonna say, "Is this your champion?" And he's gonna swing down like straight, like kind of like, you ever watched Invincible, like the Battle Beast when he first fights Mark? Like he's gonna take a straight swing right
yes.
into,
Right
yeah,
into the
he's gonna
chest
take
with the
a
mace.
good-
Oh.
yeah, right into the chest with the maul. Reckless, and that's good. 23.
Okay, so that'll hit.
$28.
28 damage. Damn.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, because, with the elemental cleaver, anytime he goes into a rage, you just see it's like I'd like to think of it. You ever watch like The Day After Tomorrow, where like the ice, when like the permafrost is slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime he goes through a rage, you watch that permafrost go onto his maul and kind of form little icicles.
Oh hell
at the
yeah!
end
Oh, it's like
yeah.
it's like the fucking the Leviathan axe from God of War.
Yeah, like
Oh.
he has that. Yeah, he gets like elemental damage, and I'd like to think anytime like with the elemental cleaver, you start off with a certain element. It's always frost damage. So if there's ever a resistance to frost damage, just keep that in mind. Like unless I say I switch it, it automatically is frost damage.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, so that's like shards of like ice and everything that just slam right into his chest.
You're so fucking cool.
Barbarians, man. That's what you get for not playing a. That's what you get for playing a bard, dude. You gotta be a
Yeah, I
barbarian.
know. I get to be frozen in the back.
You get to play a lute.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Is that the end of
that's
your turn? As you swing down this hammer straight on him, and it crashes into his rib cage, and you feel a rib or two crack under the pressure as the ice scatters across his chest, and you hear
Ow.
a massive exhale as the wind is completely knocked out of him. And I don't think I have to explain that you guys have fucked this dude up in a round, but he is still alive.
Yeah.
And that's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we are at the top of the round, and now one winged angel was supposed to play. So, with all of this chaos happening immediately, the silhouette that is holding the hold person spell drops his hand, and immediately a Zip and Bin and everyone else who still had the hold person spell, they feel it drop and they begin to move, and you guys pull your feet out, and I'm assuming you guys will just immediately start trying to cut off these vines and rip them off of you. And this figure begins walking out onto one of the platforms and reveals himself. He has this long, elaborate black cloak, and he pulls it off, and he has a symbol of Loth on the chest, and you can see this bluish purple drow-like skin, long white hair, and you would all recognize him immediately as the drow in the painting that you saw in Goxin's tower. And Sin looks at all of you, and he says, "You have been nothing but a thorn in my side, and that will be pulled out today. I am trying to save her," and he points back to the other figure, "and you have fucked every one of my plans up, but I will persevere and I will find a way. I will fix this, and you will not stand in my way." And he's holding this black book in his hand as he says this, and you can see it's torn. It looks ancient. And he looks down and he begins muttering words. And as he begins muttering those words, you can see all of the tattoos that fill Fang's body begin to glow, and you see the symbol of Malar on his chest begin to glow and pulsate. And when he finishes reading it, there's a shockwave that blows out. And Fang gets up on his feet, and he begins to grow, and his body becomes hairier, and he now reaches the size of Brunir, 16 feet. And as he's growing, the vines that have covered the ground, the reason that they have pulled off of you guys is they begin running up the statues, and they begin running up Fang as well. And as he grows into the 16-foot figure, his body becomes encased in all of these vines. And once the transformation is complete, Sin looks down at Fang, and he just says, "Finish them off, and I will take care of your people. You will no longer have to worry." And he turns and he begins walking back into the chamber, and he takes the hand of the other shadowed figure, and he snaps his finger, and a large dimension door appears in front of him, and they walk through, and it closes. And with that, I will reveal
New Fang.
Eager Fang.
Uh,
I think fan.
like Fang.
Twisted Fang.
Oh.
Christ.
He's a big boy.
Hey,
Shit.
And then also, just so you guys see and are aware, as the so basically like the vines have kind of eclipsed. I'm putting the tokens back here because they're huge, but basically the vines have begun wrapping around all of the statues, and you can see. I want to make this clear so there's no confusion. You can see that these statues that are now wrapped in this blighted vine, they are feeding down into a network on the ground, and they are feeding towards an up Fang.
Okay.
And that is probably where we will leave off, I think, because you have another battle in front of you, and it's 11 o'clock.
true. Probably gonna be a long one.
Yep.
That's a great cliffhanger.
That's a spicy meatball. I love it.
But I'm gonna
we're
mark
not gonna be
this.
together for like 2 weeks.
I'm gonna mark the statues, just so that you guys know like what ones are the ones that are kind of blighted, essentially. I put the tokens off to the side because the tokens are fucking massive, and
Yeah.
I didn't want them kind of clogging up the battlefield.
Very understandable.
So
I
yeah.
already know what my next boot gift is.
So that is it. You guys have met one of the two big bads, and we'll leave off there.